Trying to see if there's somebody in. I think you can go out that way with the light.
That way, okay.
Or would this light be easier? That way easier? Which one's easier?
There we go.
I think it's just going to be hellish getting out of here, quite frankly.
Okay.
Oh, is that somebody in?
Yeah, DHL is on today.
DHL, we were
Number
wondering
one
about
today.
you. DHL. Is he's from
There
Australia?
we go, Mike Henderson. Okay. Named after Las Vegas. There you go.
Okay, we're a little early today. Earlier than anticipated.
And we're going to do lunch, and then
Yes, we Sedona. Oh my God. The first thing we're going to do is, okay, what's it? Hi, Bob and Mom from London. Hi, Bill Long.
hello, Bill Long.
Hi, Max. Hi, Jason.
Okay, here we have the cheapest gas in a tri-state area. You
Yeah.
want cheap gas?
Oh, yeah.
Usually I go in this way, but here's the sign. Show them the sign, Mom.
Okay, where's the sign? See, look, there's the
There it
sign,
is.
people. $4.15.
$4.14. I don't know why this one's so cheap.
Oh, hold on. Let me try and get this on there. Okay, there it is. $4.15.
There we
people.
go.
Hi, Miss Tito. How are you from Toronto?
How much is everyone paying for gas today?
Yeah.
All right, Canadians, give us your liters.
What's the weather like there in Toronto? What's the weather like in England, you guys? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do gas.
There we go. Cheapest gas in all of Arizona, I'd
Actually,
say.
yeah, I think
Way
so.
cheaper than Nevada, too.
What about Dallas?
Don't know why.
Jason? Oh, yeah, Dallas. Jason, what's the weather like in Dallas? Wild, Wild West. We are the Wild, Wild West here. And no Colt 45, even though it is the gun that won the West. London, cold and windy. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. San Francisco is the healthiest city in America. Really? Really? I don't know about that. But Kyle, hi Kyle, thumbs up. It's springtime here. In Sedona, we're basically getting Joan, Dallas. Oh, Bob and Mom forgot about me. Oh, Joan. Oh, we didn't forget about you. It's just I don't read these. He's putting the gas in. Dingo's putting the gas in. Do we have a gas BOGO? Dingo. George Crick's asking if you have a gas BOGO.
Do I have a gas BOGO? On the My Vegas Slots app with 1 million points, you can get 2-for-1 gas at any station on the Strip. The only problem is there are no stations on the Strip, okay? Oh, MGM, you're always playing us, MGM. You think we can get a BOGO, then they're like, no stations available.
It wasn't MGM, it was George Quick.
No, I mean, MGM runs the My Vegas Slots app.
Oh,
There
they
you
do?
go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We just wanted to show you this station, cheapest gas in all the states.
No,
Nevada, Arizona.
no. Grover Bradshaw just said $3.48 in South Carolina.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I think the gas is made in South Carolina, isn't it? It's from South Carolina.
You don't even have to move it out.
$3.48, okay. That's much lower.
That's much lower.
But on this end of the country, I'd say the whatever it is, $4.14 is about as low as it gets.
Yeah.
In Vegas, it's done. Still cost $34 though.
$34. 34 USD at the Arco. Can you stop by a bakery and enjoy delicacies and coffee? I enjoy when you do that. Well, Gummy Bear, we're thinking about doing that afterwards, actually. We're going to have lunch.
Where are we going?
We're having lunch. Gummy Bear is asking if we can stop and get a pastry somewhere.
Oh, a pastry.
And coffee. And I said, yes, I thought we were, $6.39 in California, Kyle.
There you go, the big Dollaroos.
Oh, my God. I hope you have a Prius, Kyle.
The big Dollaroos.
Aloha from Hawaii.
It makes you wonder.
Ikaika, how are you?
California, what are they doing with all the tax on that gas? Where does it go? All tax.
When's the next Vegas trip? It's coming up. It's after the next week.
Yeah, we got them every 2 weeks. Another Vegas.
A week on Sunday.
I know you don't want to see Arizona. It's nice and boring here. There you go.
We're fine, Kaika. How are you? I bet you Hawaii's lovely. I bet you the water is nice and warm. We miss the ocean. We haven't been to the ocean since the old Corona business started.
It's been over 2 years. Yeah. I remember Bondi Beach like it was yesterday. But it wasn't yesterday. It was a long time
That was
ago.
the last beach we went to.
Bondi Beach. Well, no. We went to the Santa Monica Pier, I think.
Oh, when we came back from Australia. Oh, yeah, it would have been the California, the LA beach, Santa Monica, Venice. That's right.
We didn't go.
Malibu, we did. Because remember when we came back from Australia, we stayed with David for a week?
Yeah, I know.
And went out to the beach.
We did go to the beach, yeah.
Yeah.
We always do. So, yeah.
So the last beaches we went to was in the South Pacific. We started out in Tahiti, and then we jumped on this 18-night cruise that did island hopping through the South Pacific into Sydney. And then we went up to the Daintree.
There you go.
Would you ever move to Vegas? No.
It's too big of a city for me, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's like, what's the population? 6 million or something?
No. It's I don't know, three or so million if you include Henderson and.
But still,
North Las Vegas, Summerlin. Not 3 million, I'd say. A lot of people there.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
We're even upset that Sedona's, population is now like 19,000.
Yeah, Sedona's getting huge. It's so good, I gotta say. There's too much traffic. There's only 3 roads in the whole town.
Yeah.
Like main streets.
Yeah. Right.
And so they get jammed up real fast.
Really one road.
Well, you got that way to Flag, that way to the village, and then this way.
Hi, 911.
179.
Hi, Linda. From San Diego. Bob and Mon going to be another fun time, hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to go the Sedona Heritage Museum. They dress up in old-timey stuff one day a week, and that's today. So Thursday, they pretend to be from the old West or whatever. So
yeah, so we get to see some Old West fashion show.
And then we're also going to do...
Can Dingo play Dingaroo, Australian instrument? Didgeridoo.
The
didgeridoo. That's a hard instrument. He farts around.
It's all in the face.
He farts around. Here's a nice shady spot. There's a nice shady spot right there.
Here we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Hi, Ashley Sumner. How are you? 3.3 million? What's 3.3 million?
Population of Las Vegas.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's way too much for us. See this right in front of us? That's Coffee Pot. That rock right there. Can I do the finger? Oh, I try to do the finger like you, but I can't do the finger like you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one at the very right, that's Coffee Pot. Good morning, beautiful, from Sydney, Australia. Hi, Susanna.
Susanna's in today. Hello, Susanna. Don't you cry for me.
Because I come from down under with the didgeridoo on my knee.
There you go. You got it, Mum. Okay. And now we're going to do Cheap Eats Sedona, kind of. Mum, why are you so zoomed in? What's going on? Well, hello, Kaika. Good morning. Beautiful, Susanna. You got my hopes. You got my my confidence up today with your generosity and statements. Yeah, I need the hat actually. Gotta go for the hat. I gotta unlock the car again. Here we go. There we go. Hold on, chat. The wind today. Pretty awful. Okay, so Sedona doesn't have a lot of cheap restaurants. They're all super pricey.
Yeah.
Super pricey.
Yeah.
Dingo met some lovely Sheilas at the Las Vegas pool. Gummy Bear, you were there for that, were you? Okay. Including 2 limeys that stopped in from London. They were there too. Miss Laura and Miss Francesca.
Oh, I can smell pica.
Feisties. Okay, so if you're ever in Sedona, there's nothing cheap to eat, basically. There's a Domino's right over there, that's about it. And this place, Picazzo's, they have a
lunch special for $15. It's really good.
15? Oh, it's too high, Mum. Oh, it was 12. Oh no. That's a lot of dollars. So yeah, this is Picazzo's restaurant. I think they have perhaps one of these in Vegas. No, there's not one in Vegas. There's a couple in Phoenix though. Hello, Bob and Mom from Tolleson, Arizona. Where's Tolleson, Mom? South.
Tolleson used to be on the way to drive into LA. It's that way.
Okay, that's way out there. Okay.
Off the 10.
There you go. Mel's Diner in Sedona is reasonably. It's a great flow. Is a great way. Mel's Diner?
There's no Mel's Diner.
I don't think there's a Mel's Diner. Gummy Bear. When was the last time you were here? I think they're gone. Misty Doe, Mom's Pretty in Pink.
But we're both like.
I know, I have pink on too. There we go. Although mine's more salmon, orange, as they say.
But we're both. Yeah, I'm totally pink. Even my hair pink.
There we go. Even your hair tie.
My shoes are pink.
Your shoes, all the way. All right, they're taking a sweet time to get us into Picazzo's today. Yeah, we have legendary service here at Picazzo's. Oh, Bill Long, Mom looking amazing in pink.
Thank you.
Linda S.D. Mini Heat Wave in San Diego.
Oh, well, that's good.
Is in the 90s. There you go. What's the temp?
That is high for San Diego.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like inland, like Santee, then it gets a lot hotter than that. But not on the ocean. The temp in Sedona today is what, 80?
80.
80. So I have my shorts on for the first time this season. There we go. I busted them out of the closet. And here we got Picazzo's legendary service. Here we go. People are waiting. People are waiting, talking.
I think these people were before us.
Yeah.
I think we're waiting on
Hello, Chrissy. Chrissy, how are you doing today? Here we go, Picazzo's. Oh, there you go, Susanna. We're experiencing more rain bombs with heaps of flooding. Oh no. First it was the wildfires, then the corona, and then, and then now there's flooding. Oh no.
Welcome back. There's our vegan menu and our drink list.
Explain it to us.
There we go.
There's our traditional menu.
Traditional menu and vegan menu.
Original pizza crust, okay?
There you go. Okay, so this is Picazzo's in Sedona. There's the view. They're so pretty, I gotta say. On this side. Okay, the staff is gonna go crazy when we do this, Mom. Oh, Christy, thanks for doing a Sedona stream. Well, thanks for tuning in. We've got something fun today. We're gonna go to the Heritage Museum, so I reckon that should be pretty boss. Susanna, you're gonna try something vegan today. Okay, my response to that, Susanna, L-O-L, okay. L-O-L, okay. No, it's a beautiful day. We're going to be outside when we go to the Heritage Museum. They're going to be talking all like they're from the Old West. Oh, Paul Smith, hello from London, England, okay. There's someone from Mary Olden today, Mum.
Anyone we know?
No, Paul Smith, well, yeah, I mean, I think he's a viewer, Paul Smith, not Laura, though. Not Miss Wizadora.
Okay, can they see out the back?
Can they? Okay. I brought my other phone actually. We could
Set it
we
up.
could do the wide angle thing if you want to.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, they can. How perfect.
We're in silhouette that way.
Here, you want to sit over here? I'll sit over on that side.
Why? Wow.
Okay, you can still see it.
There you go. We gotta stay off frame. That's the secret. There we go.
What's that?
So you have to move off frame, though.
What do you mean?
There we go.
Oh. Okay.
Take your sunnies off. No sunnies today.
Nice to see you guys too, Rodell. August ice, Sedona is.
I hope to visit Sedona again someday. August ice.
Okay.
All the way
Okay,
off
so
frame.
the one thing about Picazzo's, it's really cool. They have a lot of organic food here. They do have a vegan menu. You're right, correct. Who mentioned that?
Oh, the waitress. And then Susanna, I think she was joking when she said we're going to try the vegan today. Bloody vegan. What do I look like? Jenny Craig over here? Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not vegan people. You know, so.
I'm going to have a little lasagna bolognese. There you go.
So the lunch thing is only from 11 to 3, but it's a really good deal. It's $15, and then you get a combo of, I don't know how you want to show them the menu.
Yeah, we'll show the menu.
Here.
The problem with the front camera, it's all reversed, so you can't read it. So you got to turn the camera around. Here we go, Mom.
Let me see if I can
Okay, let's look at Picozzo's menu, Sedona.
Yeah. Well, I won't show you the whole menu. I'll just show you the lunch.
There we go. So lunch, this is the frugal option.
The $15.
It used to be $12 though.
It did.
15's too high, Mom. It's too high.
It's not for what's going on today.
At Ellis Island, we get a steak for 12, Mom. A steak for 12.
But this is a Sedona. This is really a cheap eats for Sedona. I can tell you for lunch.
There you go. Susanna says I can't eat dairy, so I always check it vegan options for swap outs. There you go.
Oh.
Bob, you're very funny. Now Jenny Craig's today. I want a steak, please. And I want it for $12 like Ellis Island. Okay.
So anyway, they have the pasta. This is what I'm going to do, the pasta combo option. And it includes pasta, salad, or soup, and a beverage for $15. I mean, I think that's a really good
It comes with a bevy?
Yeah.
Well, the bevy, that's like...
Can they read that, or is that out of focus?
I don't know. I reckon they can read it. Okay, let's refocus.
Okay.
Refocusing?
Okay, so we got a waitress here.
We got a waitress. What are the most popular items? What do people like?
Are you recording?
Oh, it's not really recording. It's a live stream.
Oh, okay.
Live to the world. There you go. Don't want to be on today? Not super on?
okay
No
with that,
problemo. What's the most popular item? What do you recommend?
Tuscan chicken is really popular. The puttanesca, the Vortex too are.
How many people do vegan? What do you reckon?
People that do
The
vegan
percentage?
options, that's on that menu there. So that's completely separate.
No, I reckon I'm not going to do that today. I was just curious how many people do that. But
Yep.
50%?
I would say more so. The vegan menu is really popular. But we do
Whoa,
have
more than
other
half.
things.
Okay, pretty boss. Okay, what are we gonna do, Mom? Put in the order
I'm
name.
gonna do the chicken piccata and the panini.
And I'm
I'll
gonna.
do a salad, please. And
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
sounded like a fart.
Well, that was my mouth.
I know, but it sounded like a fart.
Okay, Mom. Mom's talking farts today. Come on, Mom. That's not a lady thing to do.
And a beverage, I think I'll do I don't know, maybe I haven't decided. Can I figure out the beverage after?
And I'll do.
Salad did you want to do? There are going to be included options on there, and then to the right of that, there's going to be an upgrade for an extra $25 for some specialty.
Yeah, I signed it. I had the peanut chicken here last time.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
Not good. Okay.
So I would go with something else.
What are you going for, Mom?
I already said what I'm going for. What are you going
Okay, I'm gonna go for the pasta combo too.
for? You're going to go
What am I gonna get there?
linguine and meatballs?
Linguine and meatball.
Oh, Laura had the mac and cheese. She said that was really good. But I don't know if it'll,
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the linguine and meatballs. I reckon that's pretty tasty. And then I'll go for the salad. What can I get for salad? What are the options?
What's the
I
soup?
haven't any time for this.
White bean and kale or tomato soup. So there's going to be these two on here, and those are the ones I didn't hear which one you said. So we have those 3 salads included. These are the soups, and then these are going to be an extra $2.25 if you want to grade.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do. But which one though, Mom? There's so many. We have a Caesar salad,
Oh, do you just do
house salad,
choose a
chopped
salad?
kale.
Yes, yep. So from those included options, otherwise, like these ones are going to be the extra $2.25 that you want to do.
Oh, okay. I'll just do the house salad.
I'm gonna do house salad too.
House balsamic dressing is okay.
There we go.
All right. What do you want to drink?
Oh yeah, I got a beverage, don't I?
You have, we're the beverage options. Sodas, organic coffee. Oh, they have organic coffee here.
Okay.
Coconut water, Fiji water, pellegrino. Oh, these are extra. So the freebies, the sodas and the coffee.
Well, I already had coffee
and
today.
the tea. Do you want iced tea?
What are you gonna go for, Mom?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I think I'll do the organic iced tea.
Yep. I have a black tea or a peach jasmine.
A peach jasmine.
And I guess I'll go for a soda then.
You want the soda?
More filling?
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, what the hell? Give me the organic coffee. Why not? Let's try the coffee. I already had coffee. I'll go for a soda. Change it to a soda.
Pepsi products. So I can get Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Sierra Mist, root beer, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, please. There we go.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and keep this.
There we go. Susanna says, love the organic options.
Yes, Susanna. So do you do organic? Susanna, do you like the organic options? We do organic at home. I mean, I would say that when we're at home, I would say we probably eat 95% organic.
And the viewers don't like this lighting, so it's no good, Mum. They can't see us, they can't see the mountains, so...
What do you want to do then?
I don't know, I reckon we should
Can we get closer to the
sit
window?
outside.
You can't sit outside. You want
Try the Limburger cheese salad dressing. Is that an option? Okay, I like cheesy salad dressing. Go this way. Can you? There we go. Now you can see me. There we go.
Okay, so we turn the table around,
Yeah, we sit on that side.
but then we're not going to get the
Well, they can't see it either way then. We have to go outside. There we go. Oh, 100 viewers. Thanks for tuning in today. Right behind me is a mountain. You can kind of see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I read something interesting since I ordered the Dr. Pepper. I was reading an article the other day online about people in prison, their last meals, you know, what they order on average. Almost all of them order Dr. Pepper.
wonder why.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper preferred soda for people on death row in America. Isn't that weird though?
Well, let's show this again, just so we
Okay,
can.
Mom.
So the combo here.
Oh, there we go.
It-
Tulsu,
it-
love seeing you and Mom. There you go. Thanks for tuning in, Tulsu.
So we did the pasta combo, but they also have a pizza combo. And then included with the combo is a salad or soup. So you've got a choice of these. You can upgrade to, a different
And there we
kind of
go.
salad.
There's dingo style right there. Cheese slice. $11. That's dingo style. There you go.
And then the beverage option is sodas, organic coffee, water. That's extra. But that's what it is. Anyway, just wanted to let you know. This is a good deal for Sedona.
Yeah, Sedona's very pricey. Oh, we have a super chat. Tony and Carolyn. $5. Tony and Carolyn. Sarsarilla's a good soda.
Yeah.
They don't have that here. Now, Tony and Carolyn, you're keeping the lights on.
Okay,
You were
so-
keeping the lights on in Vegas too, Tony and Carolyn.
So here's my...
This program is brought to you by generous supportive viewers like you, including the Tony and Carolyn Foundation, supporting deep sea oil drilling, medical research, and Las Vegas vloggers since 1902. The Tony and Carolyn Foundation, Mom. Hi, Mom and Dingo. We came home to work. In order to watch your stream. Carolyn says hugs to Mom.
Oh, hugs to
Okay,
you
hugs
too.
to Mom.
Oh, look, it's Laura with Sedona. Hey,
Oh, Laura's
Robin,
on.
I'm just jumping on to say hi. But I'm off the bed now, still jet lagged. Oh, I bet you are.
Yeah.
So what did you guys end up doing that last night? I saw you blew off the Thunder Down Under.
I know, Laura. So you didn't do Thunder Down Under.
Did you go to the club, the nightclub?
You call that a night in Vegas without a bunch of sweaty crotches in your face, Laura? I don't even. That's not even a Vegas night. You can't even. You may as well stay in London for that. Okay, here we have Dr. Pepper, #1 death row inmate soda.
So Laura, if you're still in bed, that must mean you're still recovering from your trip to Vegas, huh? Those guys are pretty excessive.
The Brits, Mom. The Brits know how to do it.
They do.
Although they were saying that 1 AMF put them under, so. Oh no, they went to Thunder. Okay. They just went to bed right after. Okay. So did Thunder get your motor running, Laura? I don't think so. We were talking about this actually at the hotel.
Yeah, Dingo used to work for Chippendales.
Yeah, Chippendales, that used to be my job. I came out. If the Sheilas were kind of quiet, they were making a lot of noise. They were sleeping. They were on the phones. They brought old Dingo out to really get him going. They're hot. Okay, I reckon I'm going to get the other phone out of the car, and then we can do the wide angle one.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll leave you with the viewers. There we go.
Okay, Thunder was an experience, was it? I remember that Chippendales when it first. That's how old I am. When it first opened, it opened in LA, and then they got the second place they had location was in Phoenix, and you had to drive way out to the sticks to even find it. Oh well, thank you, Ikaika. I've got my Harry Potter glasses on today so that I can read the print on here. Gummy bear. No, you know what? I don't do bingo or any of that. The only thing I really like to gamble is the ponies. I like to go to the horse races. And in fact, it was sad, but they closed the horse races during the Corona in Phoenix. So, but I think they opened them up again. So we may actually do that for maybe like Mother's Day or something like that if we're not in Vegas. I'd rather have seen the Chippendales actually. Why? I mean, I think they're all the same. It's just some good-looking gay guys, half naked. Hi, Paul Martinez. Thank you so much. Loon call. Well, I'll have he can do his. He went out to get another phone, the other phone out of the car. Paul Martinez said he should be back shortly. My birthday is April 15th. I will be turning 20. 20, Ikaika. So you're a young man. For some reason, I thought you were older. I don't know why. Well, many happy returns to you, early. Where did we stay in Australia? Oh my God, we stayed all over. We were, we did, actually, we stayed at an Airbnb when we were in Sydney. And I tell you, Airbnb was $25 a night, which was incredibly economical. In, what was the name of the neighborhood? It was the Sans Souci neighborhood. Which I think is somebody is asking you to do a loon call. Yes, they gave you
No, they don't know what I'm doing here in Sedona. I can't do that crazy stuff. Where's the loon? Oh, Martinez.
Yes, you're doing it for Paul. What? No one even noticed.
All right, no one noticed. It's okay. It's a loud dining room in here today.
The dog races, yeah, they're fun too. I like the dog races. The thing I have with the dog races, I feel sorry for the dog because they have this kind of fake rabbit, and he's never ever going to catch the rabbit.
I know. They never get it. It's always a game.
I know.
There you go. Okay, now we're online. Here we go.
Everything is open now. Yogi, where are you from, Yogi?
Dr. Pepper, you can taste the lethal injection.
Oh, Sans Souci, Susanna, right near the beach, exactly. We were right on the water there for 25 Australian dollars a night. I thought that was really reasonable. And then we stayed.
What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody asked where we stayed in Australia. And then we were up in Cairns. We stayed. Where did we stay in Cairns? I can't remember.
We stayed at the Daintree.
Well, the Daintree, it was one of those off-the-grid places, the Daintree. The Daintree is like a rainforest for those who haven't been there, so it's very wilderness. It's wilderness. But I can't remember in Cairns where we stayed.
There you go, Gara. Good afternoon, Mom and Dingo. Nice to hear you. Matching shirts today. Yeah, double pink, although mine's more salmon there. There we go.
Oh, the Grand National.
That is very dingo style. So expensive at Sans Souci.
Dingo Dollar. Is it called the Dingo Dollar? Look at that. Grand National horse races on Saturday. A horse called Dingo Dollar is a 60-to-1 shot. I will be backing.
Whoa, can I bet on that in Las Vegas? I'm going to place a wager.
I think you should place a wager on the Dingo Dollar.
Yeah, 100%.
Wouldn't that be great?
Okay, now we go super wide angle. There we go. I'll change the mode. There we go. Mode, PF. I don't know what that means. Okay. The Dingo Dollar. I'm placing a wager on
I
that.
think you do.
60-to-1 odds, Mom.
I think you need to. That's a long shot if ever there were one.
It's got the name there.
Oh, this is really nice.
So is this too? You can taste the lethal injection, Mom. You can taste it. It's got a nice spice. That's the lethal injection right in there on the soda.
Oh, so they can see now in the background, no? Or no?
Kinda. No, not really.
Are you standing?
It's a nicer view though.
Are you sitting? I think you're sitting right in front of the mountains.
Oh, Casma, tell you $10.
Oh my goodness.
Casma.
How are you, Casma?
All right, how are you doing today, Casma? Love you guys. Yeah, you were in for our the last Sedona stream. Thank you, Casma. Keeping the lights on at Dingo Lou. This program is brought to you by the generous support of viewers like you, including the Casma Italia Foundation, supporting medical research, deep sea oil drilling, and Vegas vloggers since
Okay, let's switch
1996.
sides again.
Switch sides, Mom. Mom. Every time we go to a restaurant, Mom's like, I want to try every seat in the entire dining room. I don't like this one, I don't like that one, I don't like that one, I don't like this one.
I do it for you guys so that you can have a view. Can they see now?
I don't know.
Do they have to? You can't see in here. Why is that making a? Look at that.
They have bad Wi-Fi. Bad Wi-Fi in it. Yeah.
Is that buffering?
No, the phone's on cellular, so.
Okay, so let's see what they're saying.
I know, it's not coming up though.
Oh, is that same happening with this?
I don't think so. No, this is online. The internet is unavailable with Picazzo's Wi-Fi. Okay, Picazzo, your Wi-Fi is bloody shit. Okay, there we go. Mama Dingo, I love your style. There you go.
Thank you, Susanna.
You and Mom did the best Vegas vlogs.
Who said they like my style?
That was Susanna. There we go. Okay, the other one's not working. I don't know why.
I think you can put it closer and then you can see the background, no? See, you can see it.
Now I can't see us then. I don't know if you want to see
I
us.
see.
Yeah, koala bears, they're pretty rare actually. I've never seen one in the wild. And I've talked to like 80-year-old Aussies, like grandparents, who've never seen one in the wild in their entire life.
And you know, it's really
So koalas don't like to be seen, so. But they're not aggressive, I know that, you know.
They're very private, and the other thing with them too is that it's really sad because when you had all those big fires in 2019, was it 2019? When we went there, when you had those big fires, a lot of the poor koalas died. It was very sad.
I know, they're very slow koalas.
Your favorite YouTuber is JR. Well, you're too sweet.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to connect. The Wi-Fi doesn't work, bloody Picasso.
I am teaching while watching your wife, Casma.
Okay, here's what you do, Casma. Just put old Dingo on the screen in your classroom there, okay?
There you go.
And then the kids, they can just watch us eating and, partying in Las Vegas. It's a better education than what's in the curriculum. There you go, Casma. You know it. You know
I
it.
can give them info. I can impart, educational information about Sedona. Sedona, 30 million years ago, used to be underwater. It used to be part of the Sea of Cortez. And they still find fossils here from the Sea of Cortez.
There you go.
This is called the part of the Mogollon Rim, which is further north here. The first natives to inhabit this area are the Hopi. They're considered also the oldest natives in the USA.
There you go. History time, Mom.
They must subscribe or get Fs. Yeah, there you go, Casma.
Yeah.
There you go.
Betty. Yeah. Okay,
If they
Casma.
subscribe, they automatically get a B.
Now you got a curriculum going, okay? You don't need any of that standardized testing, none of that Common Core bloody nonsense. You got the Dingo curriculum. You got Dingo Core, okay? That's the new curriculum. There we
Oh,
go.
that Common Core is rubbish. Absolutely.
Oh, the funny thing with Common Core is the way it teaches math is the way I do it in my head anyway, which I think is funny. You break up like the 10s and the 5s, then you combine them together again.
Yeah, the Common Core, people who are graduating who can't read, write, and count.
That's the way I do it in my head anyway.
Yeah.
Though.
It's rubbish.
Mom, do you enjoy playing video games? Pac-Man, Space Invaders.
I'm not a video. I don't even have a phone, a cell phone. I don't participate in that, and we don't participate in all the other social media.
Yeah.
You know.
There must be
Yes.
a lot of nice walking trails, hiking trails. Do you see any snakes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
You'll see sidewinders up here in Arizona. We have rattlesnakes, but the sidewinders are the most interesting one because they actually, when they move and they get scared and they're trying to like show themselves being strong, they actually stand up on their tail and then move sideways, and it's really quite striking. But the
Although snakes like to stay hidden though, they don't like to be seen. So the whole time I've lived here, I've only seen a rattlesnake once, actually.
Wait, that's not true.
So I've only seen a rattlesnake once. But the nice thing with rattlesnakes is they let you know that they're coming. So it's kind of a mutually beneficial relationship. I don't want to step on them, and they don't want to be stepped on.
Well, the other thing with rattlers,
So they make a loud noise, and then I don't step on them.
and the other thing with rattlers is that they actually hunt at night, and because it's hot, they're cold-blooded, so they sleep in the shade under something during the day. So you're not likely to come across them, but once dusk hits, that's when they come out, and then they go hunting, and you'll see them.
Snakes. I hate snakes. Indiana Jones, thank you.
And then we have coral snakes. The two poison snakes. We have coral snakes in Oak Creek Canyon too. So.
Yeah.
I love ballroom dancing. We had to learn it in school.
Although, Mum, I reckon the picture's no good.
Why?
I think they want to see us. I don't know. Yeah, no. Lori. Yeah, we talk about this. We live in Sedona. We talk about this a lot.
Lore Morningstar?
Morningstar, okay. Have you had any unusual sightings because of the vortexes? I see a UFO every day. Every day I see a UFO.
We have, I don't know if you were with me that time when I saw, yeah, you were with me. We saw UFOs actually in Mexico. Once. There was a big, huge, right before we moved to Europe when he was a kid, there was a big UFO sighting in Phoenix. There's like tons of them in the nighttime sky.
Yeah. Yeah, veggie patties, there you go, they have a lot of those. I've been to Sedona many times and dearly love it.
Yes, it's lovely.
It's beautiful, I gotta say.
It is, yeah.
I know, we're in the witness protection there. I know the picture's terrible. All right, Mum, we gotta change this up.
What do you want to sit over there then?
No good? Yeah, let's switch it over, Mom. Okay, here we
The
go.
red rock.
Unless we go outside. But I reckon there's no, I tell you this.
That's right, in the sun.
Okay, let's go this way, Mom. There we go.
Okay.
There we go, now we can see what's going on.
Now you can see us.
We're kind of a wide picture, there we go.
If anyone has problems with snakes, just call Samuel L. Jackson. Snakes on a
Well, he
plane.
gets those mother effing snakes off his mother effing plane. I'll tell you that. There you go. Much nicer. Okay. Well, the red rocks. I'm looking at beautiful red rocks.
I mean, really.
I see Coffee Pot.
Thunder Mountain.
I see Thunder Mountain.
And I could also see a Chimney Rock too from.
But you can't really see those behind us. So
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah. So unfortunately.
gonna? Musical chairs. Yeah.
But we'll be able to see them later because we're gonna go uptown. We'll go to the museum.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me my fork over there?
Okay.
And then my napkin.
All right. Let me get my Death Row soda. Oh, taste the sodium pentothal right in there. Okay. Gives it a nice spice. Nice little aftertaste on there, Mum. Just kind of a little tingling on my tongue. Sodium pentothal soda. Isn't that weird though? Why do people on death row like Dr. Pepper? What do you think, Chad? Why is that?
Desi Danielle. Desi, that's like Desi Arnaz. Mom, I love snakes. I always run into snakes living here in Tucson. Oh yeah, we have snakes in Arizona, lots of snakes.
You know what's funny about rattlesnakes? In the movies, it sounds like a maraca, like shh, a maraca sound. In real life, a rattlesnake that's scared, it sounds like electricity. It sounds like someone taking like a short circuit and like shorting it out. It's like electric. It catches your attention. Yeah.
I tell you, you hear that sound?
I ran.
You're immediately, yeah. And that's the thing you're not supposed to do.
I remember I was walking through the outback, It was dusk.
You
And
just come
I
from
hear
a
the
photo
sound.
shoot.
I hear the electricity. It was like, this. And I looked down, right below me there was a snake coiled up, like tight. It was under the bush, and I was like this far away from it, you know, and it was shaking its tail, and I was like, ah! I ran away.
That's what you're
But
not.
I didn't want to step on the snake, and it didn't want to be stepped on, so we agreed, you know. Yeah.
But you're supposed to, if you do ever run into a rattler, what you're supposed to do is just stop, you know, and then very slowly walk away in the opposite direction.
How about scorpions?
Oh yeah, got scorpions here in Arizona too.
Yeah, I've got plenty of those.
Oh,
Well, they have
yeah.
those in Nevada too. All the same stuff they have in Nevada, we have here in Sedona. So,
And we get tarantulas, and the tarantulas here are huge. I mean, they're like huge.
have you ever seen any tortoises?
Not here. Oh, not here in Arizona.
No, I think they live out somewhere. Maybe down by the river or something.
Maybe by the river. I've never seen them in the wild. I mean, I've seen a lot. We've seen bear. We've seen coyotes, dingoes.
There you go. Well, dingo take on the dingo. They're the wild. Got the wild dingoes. I saw a coyote.
Javelina.
I saw
I've
a
seen a lot
coyote
of
last week.
javelina.
The coyote crossed my path.
It was a
That
young one.
means something. It's symbolic.
Here, yeah.
The Aborigines and the Indians here, coyotes are a very powerful totem, depending on what they're doing. Whatever.
It was a young one. It was
There you
young.
go.
Oh,
My dad wranglers them out of his yard all the time because his dogs will go after them. Okay.
after the
Coyotes are kind of
rattlers?
skinny.
Your dad wrangles what? The coyotes?
I haven't yet seen a javelina out here.
Oh yeah, I see
I
those
did
a
see a
lot.
Gila monster. Okay.
Oh yeah, Gila monsters. They're poisonous lizards. I
Love
think
the hat, Dingo. Thank you, Rick's Vegas. This is my summer hat back on. The brown one's leaving now. It's getting hot. So,
I was gonna say they haven't. What was he asking about? Has Dingo ever wrangled with a wild dingo dog?
I fight a wild
No,
dingo.
the dingo
Every
has
time I'm back in
behaved.
Australia, I grab that dingo, get it under my arm like that, you know, I'm like, hey, boy, dingo. No, we're family. Me and the dingoes are families. I do that with the roos though. They're real dumb.
Oh, Gila monsters, yeah. They are. They're almost like chameleons, and they hide. But they're the only poisonous lizard we have here in Arizona.
Would you fight a kangaroo?
Hi, Vince.
I would totally fight a kangaroo. Not a big red though, a smaller
No,
one.
those things are scary. You know, I have to say one thing about
Kangaroos are really strong. And have you ever seen a big red? Those are rarer though.
they're
Most
huge.
most of them are
And dick with those, and they've got like a balls hanging
Food's up
down. Like
today.
I'm telling you. He has
meatballs.
some pictures of them.
And he's the rich.
Oh, thank you. Wait till you see this.
Okay.
Some Parmesan too.
Parmesan.
These pepper flakes, they are extra spicy.
Jesus, this is a little
Extra.
skimpy.
Skippy today.
Yeah.
Look at that. You're
What happened?
$15.
You've got more pasta than me.
Oh man, what's going on?
Okay,
That one, the sauce is a lot lighter. It doesn't have like the turkey meat in it, so it might look. But is there anything else on the side too that you wanted to say, or okay for the moment?
I reckon we're good to go. Okay, let's show you the food.
yeah. This is a good deal.
Speaking of Big Red, have you ever tried Big Red soda? I've tried Big Red gum.
Okay.
Okay, here we got the food. This is what you get for $15-roos. Okay, let's go right up. Focus.
So the piccata is actually really good here. I've had it before. And
It is skimpy today, though.
though it's very skimpy.
I reckon
know.
you should go to the kitchen and say, "Oi, where's the rest of me pasta, mate?" There you go. And here's mine. Okay, Mum's gonna take a bite. Here we go. We're doing a food vlog. Yeah, that gummy bear. The house salad looks scrum-diddly-umptious. I agree.
Oh,
Thank you.
What other dressing do you have?
I can do like an avocado honey mustard. We have an olive oil lemon garlic dressing, raspberry vinaigrette, Italian ranch.
Oh, can I have a ranch?
Ranch. Yeah, me.
I like doubling down. Okay, this is what we're looking at right now. There's Coffee Pot Mountain. Mamma mia, pasta in Arizona. Pizza Desero.
Who's that?
But it is not the Sicilia Pizza Desero.
Oh, buongiorno, Pietro.
And this mountain we're looking at right behind us, this one. This is what
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, if you ever go to Disneyland, Disneyland in California. This is what the ride is styled after. So, pretty boss. Yeah, Limburger cheese, that's not an option there. Okay, here's mine. We got meatballs today. Little spaghetti bolognese. They didn't do it up nice. That smells good, I gotta say.
Oh.
And here's my house salad. There we go.
Do you want to try it and I'll hold it?
Yeah, we'll do a bite. Let's go wide angle. Here we go.
Okay, and I'll just tell them about the piccata first.
Where are you dining cafe? No, we're dining at Picazzo's today.
Okay, now, so you're gonna do.
Okay, let me try the. Okay, here you want to know. This is how we do it, dingo style.
Oh, okay.
You take your cheese. Once the waitress is gone, you take the top off. Okay.
Leave some for me.
Okay, that's how you get it done. All right, that's bloody dingo style.
Okay.
Some of that for you. Okay, let's go for a bite. Where's my thing? Okay, where did it go? Okay, let's get some nice cheese on there. Okay. I gotta say, it's tasty pasta. Okay, let's try the meatball. There we go. It's good. Super good. I mean, that's probably one of the better pastas I've had. So, yeah.
Is it better than the one we do in Veggie?
We do a few pastas in Veggie.
No, the one at what's the Italian place?
Buca di Beppo?
Oh, we gotta do.
Oh, I like Buca di Beppo.
Well, I tell you what I like at Buca is their stuffed shells.
Those are super good. All right, you give us a taste there, Mum.
Okay.
Tell us what's going on.
The piccata's very good
Yeah,
here.
yummy and healthy.
It's
There you
just
go.
that it looks like they kind of skimped on the.
I know.
I mean, he's got like a full bowl, and I got like half a bowl.
I reckon you should go to the kitchen, Mum, and say, "Oi, where's me pasta, mate?"
But it's very good. That's good.
There we go, and mine is too. And here I like to, on the salad, I like to do Italian dressing and also ranch. You want to double down? Yeah, extra flavor on there. Here we go. This has more calories than the pasta does now. Buca di Beppo has delicious food. I agree, Linda. Dingo, call that which plate is back and get more pasta for your mum. All right, should I go to the kitchen and complain, Mum?
No.
All right, that pasta costs $15, Mum.
Well, it is skimpy. I will say that.
There you go, Cosmo Italia, pasta su aglio. Pasta quaglio. There you go. Okay, we'll put the camera down so we can eat for realsies. And after this, we're going to the Old West. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, where we go there? Okay, there we go.
And then I got my Harry Potter's on, so we can read and eat at the same time.
Mum can read, we can eat. Luca has awesome eggplant.
What does that mean, Cosmo? Pasta Cuaggio.
Ah, it sounds like they're saying something about it. Okay, patavaggio.
Luca has awesome eggplant. Oh, I haven't tried their eggplant, but their stuffed shells are really good. They have a fabulous lunch deal. What is it, $7.50?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a cheap eats
It's
on that.
it's Excalibur.
Yeah, so we're
And they
gonna.
give you a lot of pasta too.
I mean, it's
A
ridiculous.
lot of pasta.
But, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. You can't eat it all at
No,
once.
no.
No.
There you go. Would you do a buffet with pomps in? Yeah, why not?
Why not?
There you go. Me and him are best friends now, so calm down.
Garlic and oil dingo.
Yeah. Well, in Europe, that's all you get on your salad. There's no options. You want ranch? No. You want
It's oil and
Thousand
vinegar.
Island?
Oil
No.
and vinegar.
Oil and vinegar.
Yeah,
that's
but
all.
you got olive oil and you've got, red wine vinegars. I mean, they're really good there. Especially in Spain. Italy's got, olive oil too. Grows olive oil.
I like your thinking, Yogi.
You doing all right for the moment?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello from Kentucky, Sky Boss. Sky boss, does that mean you fly?
Are you sky captain in the world of tomorrow?
Oh. Caspa's going all Italian on us.
I know.
Mi famiglia di San Vito lo Capo. My family are from San Vito lo Capo. I don't know what that means, sorry. You know what, I'm in Italy because we speak Spanish.
You come to my table. You bring me this pasta. This portion is an insult to my family. There will be payback for this. This I promise you. As the Godfather. You bring my mother pasta of this portion. No. No. It's a great insult a mi famiglia.
Uh-oh.
There you go, Cecilia. There you go.
Hi, Hemingway. How's your wife doing? How's she doing? She's going through dialysis or something.
Hemingway's in today.
Yes.
Hemingway.
Cecilia. Are you from Sicily? Yeah, we've been to Sicily.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting about going that far south is that you're near Herculaneum, where they have where the what is it down there? Pompeii.
Pompeii, the volcano. There you go. You can see all the naughty frescoes.
Oh,
Dingo, you find. You know, it's funny. The last time we were in Rome, we went to we saw the Pope's one of the old Pope's art collections. I did a vlog there actually. I did a post.
Oh, the Villa Borghese.
Villa Borghese.
Oh, I mean, listen, if you go to Rome, you cannot miss the Villa Borghese.
So the Villa Borghese, amazing artwork. Okay.
Oh,
But after an hour walking through the place, I'm looking at all the frescoes.
Bernini, they have Bernini's original. I mean, his.
No, but like, there's a statue of a Sheila, and she's getting grabbed by a guy and pulled in. There's another statue of like some bums pulling a shirt off another Sheila. There's another statue of these naked Sheilas. Everyone's naked. I realized after an hour, we're looking at his prawn collection. We're looking at the Pope's private prawn collection at the Villa Borghese. Every single painting is naked Sheilas, like in various forms, made by the finest artists, Da Vinci, all of them,
But
That's his prawn. That's his prawn.
Bernini's Daphne and Apollo is just stunning. And the rape of, what is it? The rape of, oh my God. And then they have a Canova, an original Canova there. He did a Napoleon's sister, I think it was. Oh my God, this piece is, the Villa Borghese is amazing.
It's amazing, but it's his, don't you agree, Mom? It's his prawn. It's the prawn.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Pope, it was the Cardinal Borghese.
Okay,
Yeah.
How far are you from Phoenix? We're about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
From Phoenix, so there you go.
Marlon Brando. That's what he's doing.
What do you mean to me?
Don't get it, though. He won't leave that character alone now.
You bring me this pasta. It's such a small pasta for my mama. There will be payback for you.
Robert, what do you think about the Showgirls, the movie?
Oh, that was a terrible.
Did we watch that?
I don't know. If
I don't think I've seen it. Showgirl, the movie, is it all?
Is that's the one with the Demi Moore?
What's it, Parmesan?
Is that the one with Demi Moore? No, this is actually, it's very good. The piccata is very good here.
I gotta say, this spaghetti bolognese is actually really good too. Super good. Oh, the Buche Beppo's boss. Yeah, super good
Italian
flavor.
dingo mode.
Rome is dirty. I like
You
Rome.
know what Rome is? If you don't go to any other city in the world, you go to Rome. It is a fabulous city.
Yeah,
I mean,
the whole place is like, it's like a statue gun, the whole city.
I mean,
Everything you look at is just like, whoa. Yeah.
I mean, it's just the layers of civilization are out there to view, It's just an
It
incredible
is amazing,
city.
yeah.
I never failed to be. And then, of course, you always have to go to the Trevi Fountain and throw out. I think you can't throw 3 cones in the fountain. I think 1 coin means you'll come back,
And I
Two
did
coins means you get married, I think, and 3 coins means...
and I shot a vlog at Trevi. I took coins out of the fountain, dingo style. I gotta post that vid, Mum. That one's pretty funny. I reached back, I grabbed a handful of coins. There was an Italian bloke next to me. He was like, "Hey, what a batina, batina, what a tea, what a tea."
Yeah, London. You know, sorry, I don't like London, but the only thing I like in London is the theater. I mean, the theater there is just fabulous.
Paul Prince.
Paris, what a gorgeous, fabulous city.
I like Florence
But it's
better.
overrun with illegals now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really sad what they've done to Paris and, you know, Europe.
But I gotta say, Paris is a beautiful, like, master planned city from 300 years ago, but Rome has the layers going on, you know. That's why I like Rome.
Yeah, Rome. I mean, I think France is like the most visited country in the world. Giuseppe restaurant. Do you know Tapas? Tapas in Scottsdale. Used to be right on. I think it was
Oh, look
30.
here, sorry, Mum, my friend's got a restaurant in Scottsdale. Giuseppe. All right, can you get us a comparoo? Well, I'll drive down there today for a free meal, okay? Today.
Really? So you like Rome, but the food wasn't good? Well, here's what I found about food: is anywhere you go in the world, you have to look for the good food. And I always find if you find that where the locals are eating or students, that's where the food is good and it's cheap. Generally speaking, there's bad food all over. I didn't agree with you on that. I think we found decent food, but
The problem with Rome is everyone's trying to rip you off. That's all of Italy.
yeah, but what a city! I mean, I can't.
No,
go.
Rome is amazing, yeah. I did a bunch of vlogs. I would post those one of these days. When I was in London and Paris in 2002, I took a tour of both cities on a double-decker bus. The Deuce! Or as they say in England, the doubly. What do they say?
You guys should make a meetup at Disneyland, and I won't support Disneyland. Sorry, for several reasons.
I was thinking of doing a live stream at Disneyland. We got a call on Mum's
not
friend who
me.
has a house there, so the hotels in
I ain't
California are
going
pretty
to that.
pricey.
I can tell you,
Yeah.
I'm not giving them a dime of my money. They steal everybody's work, and then what's going on in Florida now? No, thank you very much.
Clark Griswold was in Rome, first movie. That was a good one too. I like all the vacation movies.
The Chief Inspector Clouseau.
Cortina de Paz.
Yes, Earl. Yeah, you know, they've gone. I don't want to go back into that because then we're getting into political
There you go,
discussion.
Baltic, man, that Baltic.
We love you guys, Erna and Danielle, Newport Beach. You know what? We
Oh,
love
Newport Beach.
We like
I
Newport.
love Newport Beach.
His favorite beach in California is right there. His favorite beach in California is Laguna.
I love Laguna Beach. I love it. It's so small, you know. It feels like a little town, not like a big city.
But
I like Malibu too, though.
we'll meet up with you somewhere else. It just ain't going to be Disneyland unless you want to go with him, but I ain't going there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ciao, Mandingo. Sapito del pizza.
Oh, thank you, Pietro.
Mama's enjoying her limited pasta portion.
I am.
She's not even half done.
Well, you know, I don't
The salad's
actually
really
eat a
huge.
lot, so this is enough for me.
The salad's huge, though.
But I usually take everything home and then eat it later. On vacation,
There you
we
go.
make like that.
I like the new one too.
Yeah.
It had the guy from Saturday Night Live. It also had the mom was Christina Applegate on the new one. I thought that was a good remake. Yeah.
She's a good actress. I like Christina Applegate.
Kelly Bundy.
Well, I just, when I went to UCLA,
Oh, Tony
and we
Cameron.
used, we used to do, I shouldn't admit this, but, at the end at finals, we drop acid and go to Disneyland.
That's the only way you can enjoy it, actually.
I don't do any of that stuff anymore.
See, when I go to Disneyland, I do 3 AMFs, and then I'm good to go for the day. There you go.
But
I
that's
think
in my
Tony-
youth. That's in my youth.
Tony and Carolyn, can you get me in on your pass? Can you have a guest on that one?
No, I'm not
There you go.
going now. Just doing. But you just can't go away.
I love how Mom stays strong in her beliefs. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just gotta hold her back. Yeah. Newport Beach loves you guys. Newport Beach is
Yeah,
beach is
yeah.
yeah.
You know, I love that island. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but you go on, there's no cars because it's just boats. It's so quiet.
Oh yeah, Balboa.
Is that what it's called?
Balboa? Is it Balboa? I think it is. Okay. No, is that the one in San Diego? I don't know.
I remember they have some nice little boutiques on that island. I got clothes there. Newport Beach loves you guys. The little beach is pretty. It's really pretty. Santa Monica. The problem with Santa Monica and the LA beaches now is that because the train goes out there, I mean, when I was living there, because I lived in Venice when I went to UCLA, and you know, it was great. On the weekend it was madness, but during the week it was fine. But now it's 24/7 madness on the beaches there.
So many
In Santa Monica and Venice. I mean, you have to, if you want to get away from the crowd, you got to go up to Malibu.
Oh, $2 super chat. Sky Boss. $2. Thank you. Keeping the lights on at Dingo Lou. Cool. Yeah. I like your name, Sky Boss. That's a cool name.
Yeah. You
There you go.
fly planes.
Keeping the lights on. Meet up at California Adventure. Wine and beer. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
$25 wine and beer. Okay.
I'll go to, was it Knott's Farm? Don't they have like an amusement park there? I bet I've been to that.
That's very fun. Yeah.
I met Rusty Griswold from the European Vacation. Did you? I love those movies. Those
Those
are
are
funny.
good. Yeah, those are good.
The other funny one was, what was the one about the latest one? Euro Vacation or something. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that movie's like 10 years old, but yeah, there you go. European vacation, or
Where they end up in Amsterdam.
Euro trip.
Euro trip, where they end up in Amsterdam, they through Germany. They start out in Paris. I don't know what it is. We've driven all through Europe. We did a road trip. We started out in Marbella in Spain when we were living there, and he drove half the time.
I know. Well, the cops in Europe, they're very chill, you know? So you can do stuff, they don't care, you know? Here, they're like, in Australia too, they're like, you don't do stuff, you know? I think Walt Disney was a good man. I don't think he would approve a lot of what's happening over the years.
I agree with you.
We can't get into
I
politics
agree.
too much. Walt Disney would hate what Disney is today.
Yeah.
We can't talk about it too much,
No.
but you know what I'm saying, you know.
He would absolutely
He was not-
loathe what's
He
going on.
was not into that.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure he's turning in his grave. And what his niece is doing?
He's turning in his cryostasis. I think he's frozen, Mom.
Is it?
Yeah. That's the rumor. That's the rumor anyway.
She's disgusting.
Thumbs up to Mom, Linda. This is a lot of food. Of stuff.
Right? Is
Yeah.
this a good deal?
Yeah. Well, the salad is huge.
Yes. And you can have mine too.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can eat all this. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're hungry, this is a good place to come. And then, as I said, the food is very good quality too.
Balboa. I was right. Okay.
Is it hard to live in Las Vegas? Well, you know, what do you do? I mean,
Las Vegas is it's a big desert city. So outside of the strip, it's just like Phoenix or something, although a little more dangerous, but Vegas can get a little scary in the wrong areas, I would say.
it's very dodgy.
Yeah, no way. Will
Yeah,
Mr.
I agree. Anyway,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. It's very sad.
It's funny, right before we came out for lunch today, I was watching, YouTube recommended to me, it was a Bugs Bunny cartoon from World War II, and he was talking about
Bugs.
war bonds. He's like, buy the war bonds, support the USA. It's so strange. It's amazing they made those, you know. If they come by, give them all your cash for the war bonds, the war effort, you know. And then it made me think, it's funny that back in the 40s, you know, the government wanted to spend money. They had to get money, like buy a bond so that we can buy bullets, you know. Nowadays they're like, we want to buy bullets, here's a check for $10 trillion. This throw away, you know. The whole concept of spending has changed a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, now it's just print money.
Did you know when they built the Hoover Dam?
It was a loan.
They had a mortgage on the Hoover Dam. They had a 30-year mortgage on the Hoover Dam because the Federal Reserve wouldn't give them the money. They're like, well, we're not going to give you the money. We don't do that. And so they were making payments on it for 30 years on the Hoover Dam. Incredible.
But when was Hoover Dam built? What was the year, do you know? Was it before or after the Fed was created?
Well, I know it was the Fed because the Fed gave them the mortgage, so
Oh,
they gave them the loan. But they had to pay it back, though.
yeah.
Let's do a walkabout around the Stratosphere Casino. Might not be that scary. I've done Stratosphere, Yogi. I like Stratosphere, nice place.
We just did a couple of vids on Strat.
Yeah. I got some vlogs.
It's a nice place to go have the happy hour is nice.
Although someone said they stopped that. I think in 1931.
Yeah, I think the Fed was created in 1920.
I think it's gone through a few iterations. But I just thought it was funny that they wouldn't give them the money, and the government wouldn't do it either. They didn't have the money to do it. So the Federal Reserve is like, we're going to give you a loan. There's interest on it. You're going to make payments. And I think it was in the
13, yeah.
And I think 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 60s, they had a payoff ceremony at Hoover Dam. They invited the press, and they celebrated making the last payment on the dam. You know.
The Bee Gees. Of course I enjoy the Bee Gees. Who doesn't enjoy the Bee Gees? They were one of the big disco groups of my youth.
It's now Akadaka, Mom. It's now Akadaka.
Who is this? Vegas to Cali. Hi, Vegas to Cali. How are you?
Oh, Vegas to Cali. Hello, hello.
We're in Sedona today.
Mom, always a pleasure to see you. Hi, kids in the chat. Hello. We're gonna see some old-timey people in a minute. They dress up on Thursday. They pretend like they're howdy, partner. You know. Hey, we're pining for gold out here.
Well, it'll be a fashion show.
There you go.
You know, it's really quite amazing because the Wild West or the old West is only 100 years ago.
I know, it's not that old.
It's not that long ago. And
100 years ago today, where we're sitting right now,
Yeah.
there was like a gunfight.
Yeah.
And like horses walking by and steam engines, like right where we're
I
sitting.
don't even think 100 years ago. When did Sedona get their post office?
Although this is 2022, so now we're talking about 1922, which that's a little after the Old West. We've moved
Yes,
more
like
into the
150
future.
years ago.
We moved into the future a bit, you know.
But yeah, it's just amazing. They didn't even have a post office here. You had to go to Cottonwood. You had to ride your horse out to Cottonwood if you wanted to.
I know, Mum. Tell them how Sedona got its name.
Well, Sedona got its name. Schneebly was married to a woman by the name of Sedona. She was actually from Russia. She was Russian. And
It's a very odd name, Sedona.
it's an unusual name, yes. Anyway, so they didn't have a post office here. And right now where Tlaquepaque is, Obligados, that used to be where their homestead was originally. And if anybody wanted mail, they had to get on their pony and ride out to Cottonwood, which is like a day's horse ride, and then back with another day. So they applied to have their own post office, and to the Post Office General in Washington. And I think the original name of Sedona was Camp something. I can't remember what it was called. I'd have to look it up again. But anyway, it was too long for the postal stamp. So DC sat back and said, no, it's too big. The name is too big. You have to pick something smaller. So they said, okay, well, let's just call it Sedona, and that's how Sedona got her name.
There you go. You know how Laughlin, Nevada got its name?
How?
Well, the guy's name is Laughlin.
Oh.
The guy who built the casino. But he didn't want to call it. He didn't want to name it after himself. He wanted to call it Casino, Nevada.
Oh.
That was his name. And so when he created the city, he says basically he made it, Mr. Laughlin. When he created the city, he went to the post office and said, I want to call this Casino, Nevada. And the government refused to do it. They thought it was too promotional.
I didn't know
They said,
that.
we can't name your city Casino. we're promoting you. We can't do that.
Promoting gambling.
And so they said we can name it after you if you want. You want your name on there. He's like, okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They wouldn't do casino.
I did not know that.
Oh, we had no salad. Just had a few bites.
Thank you, Hemingway. Yeah, he does a strat. There's a couple of strat. He does one.
Yeah, Naked City. That's the one.
Yeah.
I think I was the first live stream to go to the top. It hasn't worked anyway.
Yes, the dam does still have water because it actually it dams the Colorado River, and the Colorado is fed by the is it the San Pedro River out of California, out of Colorado. The San Pedro feeds the Colorado, and the Colorado when I was a kid used to go all the way out to the sea. Now it's like 20 miles short, so it's rather sad.
What's up, Bobby Dingo? Going back to Vegas Sunday. Wish good luck to you. Who is a you?
Yes, good luck to you. Are you
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman free.
You're gonna live with this. Gotta get that 5K back. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you lost the five lives. There you go. No good.
I hope you do. Good luck.
Yeah, it's funny that Luck Be a Lady song. It's all about talking about your lady talking to other blokes. If you listen to the lyrics, you know, she's blowing on another man's dice and she's out of your sight. And it's not really about gambling, no.
It's about women.
It is about women, yeah.
Well, you know, Cottonwood has actually improved immensely, Linda. They've really done a lot to downtown, the old part, and it's grown a lot. I think the population of it, what is the population of Cottonwood now?
I don't know.
I think it's around 20,000.
Cottonwood is the budget, Sedona. Pina Colada Bay Rum. Okay.
Oh, if I'm going to drink alcohol, rum is the drink that I like. Hello, Kevin Kelleher.
There you go.
Small. It says small bites, bingo.
I know, I reckon we gotta go there. What's the time? 3 o'clock? When do we got the thing?
3:30.
Oh, we gotta go, Mom.
Well, it's only 2 minutes up the road. It's alrighty. You know, I haven't seen them. They don't live here. The Sister Wives people live in Flagstaff, and they live in a neighborhood called Baderville, which is if you're there's a ski area in Flagstaff. It's called Snowball, and you have to drive out of town as if you're driving towards the Grand Canyon. And when you get to the Snowball Road on the right, you go up the hill to the top of the mountain. Humphrey's Peak. But on the left-hand side is Baderville. I haven't seen them, but I have friends that have seen them. So
I don't know if they even really live here. I think it might all be fake.
No, they do. They build houses out in Baderville. I thought you said you were driving around there the other day.
I did, but I've never seen their house. I've never seen them.
You said they paved it.
I think it's all made up for TV.
Did they pave it?
Yeah, they paved it.
No, oh yeah, they
Used to
paved
be all dirt
Baderville.
roads,
Yeah, it used to be all dirt roads.
Is that alright still for right now?
Yeah, I think we could. We can probably get the checkaroo.
Yeah, how about to-go drinks or anything? Do you want to take like an iced tea or a soda?
To go?
Yeah.
Included? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll take one. Iced tea to go for you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, free drink to go.
Anything free?
Dingo
Yeah,
style. I don't care what it is. I've had so much death row soda, I got to take a pee there.
Oh, Bob is actually the first streamer to live stream the top. You know, Dingo is the first
Thank
one
you,
to do a
Hemingway.
lot of stuff, actually.
I break them all.
He was the first to do pool streams.
I invented pool streams.
What
Yeah.
was the other thing?
I think we were the first ones to do a meal on stream.
Oh,
Eat a
yeah,
whole meal.
on stream.
I was the first one to go on the top of the stratosphere Although that was just technical, though. I think I'm the first one to get it to work. I know, I think...
Oh yeah, was it a Wi-Fi
I think
issue?
Roar tried to do it before I did, but it didn't work, though. I did was the first one to get it to work, okay. What else did we do? We did one more.
A lot of things.
Were you the first one to go on the high roller? Maybe not.
We might have. I just know every time he does something, everybody copies it, so.
Yeah, it's Dingo style, Mom. Dingo style.
Alright. Well, you know, here's the problem with the California drought, okay? We have a drought problem here, too. Our corrupt governor.
Have some of that
Do you know what our
salad.
corrupt governor did? He signed 50 years to give our water in Arizona to California.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast,
Why
okay?
don't you just desalienate, you know, your own water there? I mean, I don't know. The corruption is so bad in our government now. It's just shocking. Hi, Tracy. Oh, say hello to Kayla. Kayla, Susanna. Oh, he went to the bathroom, I think. Nessa. Well, you know, we do like to do Sedona, but not as many people watch the Sedona vids. I keep telling Dingo, I said, well, you have to build up your Sedona audience, but I think there's probably a huge audience. I mean, they get something like 4 million visitors a year here, so, you know, people are looking for, I think, cheap eats for definite, because there's not very much here. We know of a few places. Well, you know what's interesting? I've never been able to see Humphreys from the Grand Canyon. You can see it when you're driving back from the Grand Canyon. You can see it in the very far background. But what you can see when you go to the top of Humphreys Peak, which is where Snowball is, okay, you can actually see the Grand Canyon from there. And when you go to the very, very top, it's actually a whole different, you know, ecosystem up there. It's tundra. It's tundra. But you can see the Grand Canyon from there. Yogi. No, I'm not going. That's what Dingo would do. Well, the great thing about Vegas is you can drink in public there. Here in Arizona, I don't think so, unless it's like a festival of some kind or a street festival, you know, where they close off everything. I can. But, thank you. Yes. Linda SD, are you San Diego or South Dakota? Or Australia too? I think you have somebody was asking you about. Somebody was asking. I'll leave the tip.
Okay, gotta throw down the
let me
credit
see.
card. There we go.
Give me my back there, would you? I wonder if I have change. Let's see. Somebody was
Okay, so a nice perk of lunch at this place. We'll give you a drink to go.
Somebody
Not
was
bad.
asking you something.
Have a question for me? Hello, Bob. Sedona is my favorite place.
Susanna wanted you to say hello to her niece.
I'm taking my niece to school. Say hello to Kayla. Oh, hello, Kayla. How you doing today, love? You know, your aunt, she said a niece, right? Your niece, your aunt. She's a very smart lady, Susanna. Or Susie, as you call her, I'm sure you know. Your
Auntie?
Auntie Susie, she's bloody got it going on up here, I gotta say. She watches the Bob Dingo channel. She's basically the smartest person in your whole family, so when she tells you to do something, you better take that advice, Susie, because your aunt, Kayla, okay, my joke's falling apart now. You gotta listen to Susie, Kayla, because your aunt, Susanna, she's super smart. Okay, have fun at school today. What are your courses for today? I don't know.
Your aunt is
the
a
same-
very nice lady.
She's very nice, yes.
Yogi.
We will take, last faster to go. Thank you, yes, please. Hello, kitchen. Can we have the other half to go? There we go.
Oh, hey, could you give me change for the tip? Thank you. Yeah, he's on Wi-Fi, Hemingway.
No, I think he means on the strats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no
that's the
signal
part.
at the top. It's too high. Yeah.
So that was like shocking that he got that big.
I went on Wi-Fi. Even the Wi-Fi didn't work very well. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Sedona is beautiful. I mean, every single day that we look at it, we like,
I
wow.
know. I wish you could see what we're looking at right behind you. We're looking at this great
Chimney Rock,
skyline.
Thunder Mountain, Coffee Pot. We can see just from sitting at this table.
First to do takeaway. I don't know what you're talking about. With
What are you talking
no,
about?
just what? You're
does
just
that
making things
mean?
up now? No, I
What
don't
does
think
that
so.
mean?
That never happened. No,
I didn't know he had that in the bag.
no.
The Waldorf Lounge. You know, I want to go up there.
I was the first to do the Waldorf Lounge. There you go, Chrissy.
That's another one you
Another
did.
Dingo original.
And then were you the first to do this, the equivalent at the Resort World?
No, I reckon someone else has been there.
Oh, you haven't?
I think
Okay.
they beat me that one, yeah.
I'm here for Sedona. Okay.
We're gonna see
Kevin,
Sedona?
We're gonna do something.
You know what I should do as an experiment? I should change the thumbnail to Las Vegas and see if we get more viewers. What do you reckon? Clickbait it?
I just think that you have to build your Sedona audience, but I think there's a need for it. I mean, we get 4 million visitors here a year.
Nestle Arrowhead water is bottled in California. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Are
Arrowhead.
you all finished up with this one too? Or
Yeah, you're gonna
I
finish
can
this
leave
out?
it just in
I'm kinda
case.
stuffed.
Okay, now I'm fine.
I guess we're going.
Yeah, just to give
That's a
you
waste
some
of
room
this.
there.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lake Arrowhead. When I was at UCLA, we used to go up there and to Big Bear.
First to the Mayfair Club. True. West. There you go. There's such beauty in the desert. I agree.
Yeah, and you know, springtime in the desert is a very short period. It's maybe what, 3
Koala
weeks?
Tree. That place is super pricey. It's right next. I think it's that way. Chocolate Tree is super pricey. Yeah. It's not Dingo style.
Yeah, like a muffin's $10.
Yeah, we can go to Mariposa if we want to spend that kind of cash.
Mom looks like a librarian.
A librarian or a libertarian? I don't know. No, librarian. There we
Oh,
go.
I'm a libertarian now. Yeah. I'm
Although-
definitely a.
Although in Australia, liberal means libertarian in Australia, and conservative in Australia means what you call here a liberal.
Yeah.
It's conservative in Australia, and liberal in Australia is what you call conservative here.
But I would say the Aussies are very libertarian. They're very independent, self-reliant people. I would say, like a lot of Americans are. Free fireworks show at the Red Apple. Let's go. May 7th. I don't know what we have planned. I know we're going to be in
In
Vegas.
Pahrump, Nevada.
I think we're staying at Caesars in May.
Or I think they pronounce it Pahrump. It's
Oh.
not, I think it's Pahrump, but they
I think
pronounce
it's
it Pahrump.
Who says Parrot?
I thought I heard someone say Pahrump once.
Oh,
Yeah.
here. How much is it?
30 bones. Okay, gotta do the signature. Here we go. Although I still reckon at Ellis Island we could have gotten 2 steaks.
Well, we could have, but
But
it's
we're
not
not in-
Sedona. Yeah,
We're not in Las Vegas.
yeah, exactly. We're in Sedona.
All right,
There's
we're
a
about to
couple,
show you Sedona.
yeah, and there's a couple of the first to do the monorail. Really? Okay.
I think perhaps I was the first. No, there's no way. Someone must have beat me to the monorail. I don't know though.
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
no,
else.
no. High energy, yeah. There's a lot of the people who come to Sedona are very strange. So you get it's a lot of like super wealthy new age Californians. So they'll drive their BMW like, you know, X9 or whatever, their $150,000 SUV to Sedona, and they go out with crystals into the woods, you know, and like move them around the trees and stuff. It's so strange. It's a weird convergence of like hippie and money is Sedona. It's like hippies with money come to Sedona, you know. It's
There's
very
no
odd.
such thing as hippies with money.
Well, they,
If
the
you
ones
sell
that
the
exist,
government your well, you know, I can't believe that you guys in Australia just gave up your guns. I mean, what was it, 1979?
No, 1997.
97?
Yeah.
I thought it was 79.
Well, no, we didn't give up our guns, Mom. They took the guns, Mom.
Well, they told you had to,
And
but you shouldn't
we shouldn't use
have
the
done
word.
that.
We shouldn't use the word gun.
You
on
know what?
YouTube.
You wouldn't
Say
have
G-word.
what's going on right now there with all your lockdowns and forced stuff if you had guns. That's
Just-
the reason why
just
we
say
don't have
pow,
this
pow.
here in
We
America.
shouldn't say the word gun. Say pow pow. Mom.
Pow pow.
It's YouTube doesn't like that.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, that's.
Spring is really cut short here in southern Arizona. It's currently 90. And only a lot of Arizonans in today.
Yeah. You know,
And sunny in Tucson.
yeah, the thing with the desert, the spring is very short. It's like 2 or 3 weeks, depending on the weather. Where the desert, where the cactus blooms, oh my God. With the jumping cactus and the saguaro. On the drive from here down to Phoenix, there's like one place that's just like full of jumping cactus. And then the saguaros are in bloom. It's just
Yeah, the
stunning.
desert's really pretty.
And then they have like poppies too.
And I gotta say, I know a
They're
lot-
up by the superstitions.
I know a lot of the viewers have never been to Arizona. They've only been in Nevada.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. The Arizona desert is a lot nicer than Nevada. Okay, I'm just going to put that right out there.
the thing is, the Arizona desert is vegetative.
Well, there's
Whereas-
cactus here, Mom.
Yeah.
And there's color, too. And there's bushes and
Nevada
shrubs.
is just rough.
Nevada looks like the moon.
Yeah.
You know when they send a probe to Mars, and it sends back photos of Mars? That's what Nevada looks like. As opposed to Arizona, a little nicer.
Yeah.
There you go. Big Bear gives its water to Berdo?
Birdo, every.
Okay. Well, there's a Nestle just bought water rights here in Sedona to the
Bought them like a few years
what's
ago.
it called?
It
whatever.
was Trout Farm. It was
Trout Farm. There you go. They had
Nestle
a spring.
just bought.
Nestle bought it for no reason. They're not using it yet.
Well, no,
So,
it's reason.
Yeah.
All the corporations are buying up water. Very rich area doesn't give them a drop. This Big Bear Lake is.
Oh, it's
usually-
almost 3:30.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
roll.
All right. Well, all right. I'm fat. Oh, it's 3:15. I'm from Arizona, Prescott.
Prescott.
I can tell you from
Oh,
there.
there you go. Spell it out.
Well, you know, a gummy bear, Australia used to be a penal colony. America used to be too. And in fact, the reason why Australia became England's penal colony is because of our Revolutionary War.
And another fun thing, Australia and America were founded within 2 years of each other. So almost the same time. Same type of people for different reasons, though. Involuntary in Australia, voluntary in America. We're gonna go, Mom.
71 here, very nice family. 93 here in San Bernardino. Ooh,
Hot.
LA's got 93. That's hot.
We're going,
For,
Mom. We're going.
that's hot for
Okay.
March.
Okay. All right, let's show you the mountains.
Or
Here we
April.
go.
We're in April now. Well, it's
There
an
we-
hour and a half. It's not as if we're going to miss anything.
Well, no, but, we want to see them doing their thing. Here, take the old phone.
If I put in that in my bag?
I got a bag in the car, just to carry it with me.
There you go. Sorry. I think they want it down here.
I don't know, it's dinner time, I reckon. Okay, there's the view. Here's what we've been looking at for the last hour. There we go. Toilet paper rolls in Japan have pores in them. Gummy bear, I hate to tell you, but they don't. Did you see my vid?
Here's your string.
Oh, my soda! There you go. Got it for free. There we go. Palms Casino Hotel is going to be so nice. Yeah, they're opening in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Going to bring back the Showgirl Playboy Centerfold. Yeah, the Palms Casino in Vegas used to have the Playboy Club on the roof before Corona.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think it had a big sign up there, didn't it?
And I remember once, many years ago,
I'm going to say it's
I
hotter
remember
than 80.
it's hot. I remember they had the DJ was none other than Mr. Paul Oakenfold. I was very impressed, I gotta say.
Who's that?
He invented techno.
Oh.
Paul Oakenfold, he's about your age. He's English, actually.
Oh, I was going to
He's
say.
about your age, but he invented techno like in the 70s. So he's the granddad of that, like bigger than Steve Aoki or any of them. Oh, my hat! Ah. Can you hold my soda, man? Oh, wow. Parked pretty close. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that car is parked super close. Why do they do that, Mom?
Because it's a massive.
It's huge.
Yes.
How big that thing is, Mom.
It's a.
Okay, you ready for some?
And look at it. It's got like its side mirrors all taped up.
Yeah, I reckon they.
Oh Jesus! Thank you so much.
They're still here.
Thank you.
I know you always leave
Oh,
it.
my water.
I know.
I love this water.
You
Chuck.
got the soda, but you forgot the water. Okay. The Ford Explorer Expedition needs to be towed. Yeah.
I agree.
I think they're sleeping inside that.
Possibly.
If I ever see a big car in Sedona that's kind of old, I'm like, they're camping. They're camping.
You know what they call the homeless people in Sedona?
What do they call them, Mom?
The campers.
The campers. There you go. They're not homeless. They're campers.
Yes. That's the euphemism that's used here.
Oh, are we on? Okay, let's zoom in. This drive is beautiful. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, the screensaver, one of the default photos on the screensaver is right
In front of me.
right here at
yeah.
sunset. Yeah.
Do you want me to hold that?
Yeah, you can hold that if you want.
Oh, I have to put the glasses on so I can read. I'll show it to you once we go around the
Roll up your window. Yeah, so if you ever look at nature photos, you're going to see at least any magazine. You're going to see at least like 5 photos from Sedona. No matter what magazine you're looking at, there's everyone's taking pictures of Sedona all day long, you know.
Oh my goodness, we're missing a lot of.
Mom, you got to stay on that.
Well, I don't know what
Stay on the
happened.
chats. You got to it's going on. Hey, Hemingway, Gummy Bear.
Snoopy
Cosmo.
Rot. Well, I'll show you Snoopy Rot. We're gonna pass it here.
We'll do Snoopy.
But these are actually pine. They're the pine trees you're talking about. They're not really pine trees. They're junipers, which are a breed of pine tree, I believe. But they're juniper trees is what they are. They're indigenous to the area. That's probably why they look so good.
Yeah. And the
Alright.
juniper trees are what the apple tree in Wizard of Oz is styled after. The apple tree in Wizard of Oz is a juniper, actually.
Yeah.
And Dr. Seuss, his funky trees are also junipers.
Yeah.
Because Dr. Seuss came up here when he was writing his books. So.
Yeah. He lived in Scottsdale. He used to teach at ASU.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss lived in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale, but he came up to Sedona a lot for inspiration. So.
We love Oak Creek.
Beautiful.
Kevin.
The water's super cold in Oak Creek, though.
Well, I don't
You
know.
freeze to death, you go numb. It's like, yeah.
It's nice in the summer when you go walking. There's a great trail, West Fork, and there's lots of swimming holes there that are really nice. Holy shit! It's a bloody dingo. What are you talking about?
Bloody dingo.
Did you see a coyote?
I don't think I could see that on the stream even if it was there. Oh no, traffic, Mom.
Oh shit! Look at this. It's beautiful. I've lived in Phoenix area years ago, but never went to Sedona. How could you not go to Sedona?
Yeah, you gotta go for a day.
Chrissy,
Just drive up,
yeah.
spend the day, go back home. The hotels here are super expensive.
I try to take my daughter. Oh, what's I say? I tried to take my daughter swimming at Oak Creek, and the parking lot was filled to the max, so we had to miss it. Oh, there's other ways of doing it.
You're probably thinking of Slide Rock.
Yeah.
Is that where you went?
Yeah.
Slide Rock?
Yeah. Slide Rock is in Oak Creek Canyon. But yeah, it used to be. Yeah, they've really screwed it up there now. I don't know.
Well, I think Sedona...
Desi says, I've lived in Arizona for 20 years and never made it to Sedona.
What?
All I know is sitting there. Bisbee, I've been to Bisbee, Coppertown.
Although Desi, she was the one... You're from... She said Tucson, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of far away, though.
Yeah, but you got to go to
That's
Sedona.
4
The
hour
problem with
drive.
Sedona is it's so pricey, the hotels, just coming up here and spending a night. But, I mean, our idea of pricey and people who live in the city's idea of pricey, like if you live in Arizona, if you live in California, spending, $100 a night for a Airbnb isn't a lot to you guys.
No, that's not true, Mom. I was talking to a bloke the other day. He was here in town for his daughter's birthday. His daughter was like 10.
Yeah.
And he said Sedona was very expensive even for him, for being from LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he thought Sedona was extremely expensive.
Ah.
He was saying he took his daughter out for a birthday. It was like lunch, and it cost like $150 or something.
Well, I
He
know
was
where
like,
it must have gone to Mariposa.
No, it was uptown somewhere, he said. There you go.
Really? Well, there's a barbecue place uptown that's good. That's not expensive. You get barbecue Sammy's for 10 bones.
There you go.
They're good. And that's it.
Beautiful. That was a filling meal, though, I gotta say. I'm
Yes.
stuffed.
For $15,
lunch.
and you get the drink with it.
And the drink to go. To go, Mom.
Jeez.
Why didn't you get your iced tea?
Well, I'm okay with water. I like water.
Get the iced tea, Mom.
I mean, I guess that's what iced tea
How
is.
come you didn't get your lethal injection soda to go, Mom? There you go. You can taste the sodium pentothal. Delicious sodium pentothal.
We're going to hear that now for the next
That's a
month.
great joke. Why do people on death row drink Dr. Pepper?
Because the doctor's going to
Or
put
do
an end to it all.
more assassins like Dr. Pepper to begin with? I wonder. Okay.
Okay, so
I
this...
think
oh,
Pepsi's going to put that on the next advertising campaign, Mom.
What?
Dr. Pepper, preferred by homicidal people since 1903. Number one
I don't
soda.
think they're going to do that.
Number one soda for homicidals, yeah, since 1903.
They put these roundabouts in Sedona about, I don't know, was it 5-10 years ago? And the thing is, Americans are not used to roundabouts, so they don't know how to drive on them. Okay, so we're coming up to, there's Snooky Rock right there. When we get out, I'll show it to you. It's easier. But what were you saying about the
Show 'em the
screensaver?
rocks, Mum. Go high. Oh, you got the wrong button. Change the mode.
What does that do?
That's so you can change the angle. It's not locked.
Oh. That's the screensaver. What is that?
On the Amazon Fire TV.
Yeah, that's the
The
screensaver.
default screensaver. Is
Yeah.
right there. There it is. Okay.
Okay, and this is Uptown Sedona.
Okay. This is the strip. This is a Sedona strip.
Oh my God.
And I reckon I should go over one. Okay. Got motorcycle gang. The nice thing with
Yeah,
Sedona
got me.
is they'll usually let you in. Okay. In Las Vegas, no one will ever let you in when you're driving. Never.
Okay, Yogi, you're not gonna let us forget that, are you? Yogi says Dingo's pasta looked pretty good. Mom's
Oh, that's Dingo legend now.
Mom's was half missing.
That's Dingo lore, Mom.
Uh-oh.
Dingo lore.
Yogi Bear. Ooh.
I don't know what they're talking about even, Mom. That never happened, Mom.
Okay, I checked out Dubbo. This is great. Australia videos on YouTube. I must say it's a lovely, beautiful town with lots of roundabouts.
Lots of roundabouts and lots
Remind
of golf.
me a bit of Sedona, actually.
We have a lot of golf there too,
And
but no beach. I come from the only city in Australia with no beach. I remember once Susanna, I don't know if Susanna's still on.
why didn't you just go there, down there?
We're going this way, Mom, now.
Okay.
I remember Susanna was talking about how pricey places were in, houses are in Sydney.
Oh, God.
And I said, oh, you can move to Dubbo. They're quite cheap in Dubbo.
And she
And
said
she looked it up. She didn't even know where it was. And she looked it up. She's like, oh, it's not on the beach. I'm not moving there. Bloody hell, what are you talking about?
Well, you know what's interesting is the majority of Australia. Oh yeah, here we go down Jordan. The majority of Australia, the people live on the coastline.
I think it's 90%
Yeah.
of Aussies live on the coast.
And when you drive around Australia, I mean, literally, because it's so
That's why
sparsely populated, literally, you just go 2 or 3 blocks, not in the big city like Sydney or something, or Melbourne or something, or any of the big cities, but I'm saying is, You just go 2 or 3 blocks back from the beach, and it's just bush. It's just wilderness.
There's
you know?
nothing there, yeah.
Kangaroos.
And that's also why everyone in Australia is so good looking, Mum. They're all tanned living on the beach. They all look like Chris Hemsworth, you know. In Australia, I'm a 5 on the attractiveness scale, and no, here I'm a 5. In Australia, I'm a 2. I go down three spots there. There you
No beach, no dice.
go. There you go. Oh, it's a beautiful day though.
It is glorious. But it's
Oh, I love spring.
yes.
Oh, I love spring. Okay, where are we? Here we go.
You are a dapper-looking man. Don't sell yourself short.
No, in America, I'm a solid 5. In Australia, I'm a solid 0. No, that's the problem. They're too bloody good looking in Australia. Bunch of Chris Hemsworths. That's
Okay.
all they got. Oh, we missed a sign. There you go.
You
I want to
go
zoom out, Mum.
Go around again. We can show them the sign.
Now, show them this modern art over here. Okay. Look at this
Well,
apple.
can we do this when we come back?
Show them the apple, Mum.
Oh, okay. I'll put down the. What is the street art in
Isn't that odd?
the street art in Sedona is really gorgeous. I mean, the city
It's an apple peeler, but it's like,
a peeled apple.
I don't know. That piece is just it's so funny. Okay. wait,
They
I gotta-
really do nice
gotta go
public art here. The sculptures. This is where Greg used to live.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So just go slowly so we can see it. There it is. Slow. 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 All right. There we going. That's what we're doing today.
There we go. I reckon after this, if there's still battery, we can go on Walkabout.
Oh, yeah.
Walkabout. And here's the photo from the thumbnail on this vid. There's the house. The Sedona Telegraph Station office. There you go.
Yeah, that was probably pre-post office time. I think we park over here.
Spaces.
Living history.
There's no bloody spaces. What's going on? I'm going to back the car in there.
All right. It's easier to get out. Okay. Oh my God, doesn't that feel wonderful, that breeze?
I know, beautiful. I don't know if I can wear my hat though.
Well, just leave your hat off.
You zoomed in too much, Mum. There we go, Hemingway. Yeah, I've seen some video of a special concert or something in Durbo, and the Sheilas there were OMG, all over Australia. Hemingway, all over Australia. Hi, Bob and Mum. Beautiful Sedona. Spring is the best time of year. I know it's so nice today, Rhonda. I mean, it is so nice today. I mean, you have no idea what a nice day it is today. Although Vegas pool would be nice. This hot weather makes me want to eat some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. There you go, Yogi. There you go. So cool. Last time I was in Sedona, we were there for only 2 days, and we still didn't get to see a lot of places like this. So Hemingway, this is the museum. It's free just to walk around. But 1 day a week, apparently they dress up like
1 day a month.
1 day a month. Okay.
Yeah.
They dress up like old-timey people. We've never done this before, so I don't know.
See a West fashion show.
There you go. I think Susanna's still on. Did you drop off your niece? Susanna?
Kayla.
Kayla, there you go. Okay, this looks like storage, Mom. Oh, look, there's an old fire truck.
Because us, the archers, and it was very successful. Are you just arriving?
Yeah?
Come on in.
Come on in.
And you're gonna have to ask him for what I told about the ancestors coming out and all that sort of stuff.
He just started. So.
Okay, just started the tour. Where did this fire truck come from? There we go.
Fire department.
There we go.
Okay, so here we are down here with this land, and we decided to plant orchards up here, but the only problem is, do you know how far it is down to the water? And I'm telling you, we carried buckets full of water up for our trees. But we decided, isn't there a way we could run some pipes up here and bring it up? But we didn't have that technology to do that like we do today. We lucked out and ran into a fellow who came with a circular pump. When the water went by, it created enough suction, put pressure to bring it up the tubes here. You can see that outside afterwards if you want to. There is one of the plants right outside here and to the left. And we dug a big pit up here and filled that pit with water. I'm telling you, kids today, as then, in the summertime, come down to swim in that because that's so great. And then all we had to do is put the little ditches down to the trees. Hear how smart the Jordans were? Yeah. And we were tremendously successful. We had 1,500 trees planted out here. And we would have made a mint, except there was no transportation around here. So the only markets for this, and Sedona wasn't that big at the time, was to haul them by wagon up to Flagstaff, or haul them by wagon 60 miles up to Flagstaff, or 70 miles down to Preston. And we did that for years.
You hold the apples?
All the peaches and apples.
Peaches and apples, okay.
Yes, we had to grade them and everything, but then something wonderful happened. Well, I shouldn't say wonderful. World War II. And in World War II, we sold our products to the government, who sent them out to our troops all over the world defending democracy and freedom and all that sort of thing.
Well, they got quality produce back then.
And I'm telling you, we made money, even though we didn't charge a lot for it, we made money big time. So I decided what we would do with that money. Number one, when you go through, you'll go through our house down here. It was just a shack all the way up until the money started coming in from the sales from World War II. And when you go down there now, you'll see a fireplace, you'll see a separate bedroom, you'll see a kitchen where we could cook and all that. My wife didn't have all that stuff available for all those years. So we used that money for the house, and the rest of the money we put down on an apple grader. Because we had to sort apples by size and by quality. So with that apple grader, we'd feed the apples and they'd come down, and you could see they get sorted out by size, and then we just had to do the quality and the not so good quality ones here. This 25 times our productivity on here. We did very well on there. So my wife was happy. All of us who worked on this were happy. And then they started putting roads in during the Depression and all that sort of thing, so we could get to the markets. Wonderful. All of this is fantastic. If you get time, come through where you can look at all these pictures. The videos over here are wonderful to watch those. all the things you see, we were able to make good money, and by that time Sedona was growing and doing well too. Now, there is a moral in all of this that I'm telling you. The reason that we are talking like this today, and you have these things to see and hear the tremendous success story, is because my parents made a massive decision in their lives. And they made that decision based on good values and good standards. So the lesson for us to learn is this: all the challenges that you face in life, make your decisions based on good standards and good values, high ideals, and maybe in 100 years, somebody will be talking about you like we are talking about my parents today. Thank you for coming. There is our bell.
There is hell.
Now, here.
Okay. So can you believe that? So there were soldiers in Germany.
Oh,
Think about that, Mom. They sent their apples for the war effort in World War II.
Oh, wow.
So like soldiers on like the Battle of the Bulge, they might have been eating apples from Sedona.
Look,
Yeah.
this is a washing machine.
Okay, that's a lot of work there, Mom.
It's a washing machine.
This is not auto
No, and it costs $2.84.
for the whole machine.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find a date on this, but it has to be 18 something. But it was made out of wood. Isn't that amazing? And it's called an agitator.
And look at all the
behind here.
pieces on
Over
it.
here.
Okay, go this way. There we go.
We'll come back and show that.
Yeah, we'll go back. Oh,
So they're apples, but they're the Battle of the Bulge.
yeah, they said they weren't making a lot of money with the apples, and World War II came, and they bought all the apples for the soldiers.
Yeah, there's still apple.
Is that crazy? Here we go. Oh, number 2.
Please feel free to sit down if you like. Just say it's over the water. I can get some more
Welcome.
chairs. Would you like to sit? Sure.
There's some more chairs.
Did you sit down?
Oh, yeah, I reckon that's it.
My name is Jess Perdaman.
No, I don't want to sit.
Family was early settlers in this area and long-time residents, and descendants are still living here today. I was born in 1879 in California, and in 1889 my parents moved to a place called Pump House, just south of Flagstaff. And it got its name from a natural spring that was there, and they had a steam pump that they took care of and pumped water in a 4-inch pipe up to Flagstaff. And it was used by the railroads and sawmill. So we lived there, and in addition we raised some crops that we could sell, mostly cabbage and potatoes. There was a school there that I could go to. Well, after 10 years, they decided the winters were too brutal up that far. So they moved down here to where today is Juniper Pine Resort. They had a cabin back from where the main one is today, and it's still there actually. And we lived there for a while, and that's when issues came up with between my parents. My father liked to continue going back to Flagstaff, where he was drinking and gambling and womanizing. So my mother decided that she had enough of that, and they got divorced. But then sadly, she married the next guy, and he had some of the same habits. So that his name was James Cook. Some of that marriage didn't last either. Meantime, I was married to Emma, and we had 2 sons. But we weren't getting along very well either. Not for the same reasons, but we just, we weren't compatible. So we got divorced, and I remarried a woman by the name of Lizzie Thompson Nail, who was widowed. Her husband was killed
in a train accident in Jerome, and she had 3 daughters. And so between us, we had 3 more daughters and another son, give us a total of 9 children between us. I started working for the county building roads, and the first, one of the first projects I did is build a road from the top of the canyon here up to Flagstaff. And then I worked on a crew that built a road from Sedona to where the climb starts up the canyon. That road crossed Oak Creek 16 times. Unfortunately, every time there was a rainstorm or a flash flood, it washed all the bridges up. And so the county finally decided it was getting too expensive to keep replacing those bridges, so they rerouted everything to bypass most of those crossings. And besides, right after I worked on it, both my wife Emma and her daughter were the cooks for the road crew, so it was sort of a family event. We were living in a cave, which is now Cave Springs Campground. We were living there while all this road building was going on. Then I got into building of homes after that. I built a lot of the homes in this area. I was on crews that built them. And I built one for my family because cave living isn't the greatest. And it was similar to the one over here. It's called a tent house. Only ours is a little bit bigger since there were 11 of us. But I built that. We lived in there, and I built houses. I did some other things at that time. I prospected for gold. I wrote some poetry. I played an accordion for churches and dances. And so all those things kept me busy. About that time, Prohibition came along, so I started up a still, which is now a bootlegger campground. And all these campgrounds are old places. And I was fairly successful. Being up here, you didn't get a lot of law enforcement checking it out, but they did raid a place in southwestern Arizona. Turned out what they were making down there was poisonous. Well, the word got around, and my business went through the roof, and I became a very wealthy man with that product. But one of my sons, Elmer, followed me into the home building business, and he built a lot of the homes around here, and some of them are still in existence. His most famous project was the House of Apache Fire, which is in Red Rock State Park. He was on the crew that built that. And the first tenants who it was built for were Helen and her husband, Jack Fry. He was chairman of TWA Airlines. And so they were the first people to live in there. They were also good friends with Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes would fly one of his planes in here occasionally, and they would hook up and run around town for a couple days and have a good time. And my son continued in the home building, as I said, built a lot of the homes. And people who have lived here long will know, oh, that's an Elmer Purdyman home. And you'll see the name Purdyman on some of those old cemeteries. There's a trail named after Purdyman. And descendants still live here. So that's my story.
So Howard Hughes, he used to fly his plane at the airport here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I mean, well, it was just wasn't quite as nice as it is now.
So when did they put in that airport?
I do not know the answer.
That's a question you could ask at the end. Somebody here may know.
Yeah.
Somebody might know.
Well, I was looking at those old photographs where there's nothing around, but there's an airport.
Yeah, I mean, basically it was a landing strip.
Yeah, there's a landing strip there, yeah.
That's all.
That's why they call it the, what's the ship? That's why they call it the aircraft carrier.
Oh.
Because the landing strip is actually so short.
It is. It's a very dangerous airport to
yeah.
fly into. I know that. I had a friend of mine. We used to fly up here. He was a pilot. He said it's very dangerous airport.
A friend of mine moved here and flew in there a few times because he had a pilot's license and a plane. And said, I can't take
No, you won't do.
Yeah.
I can't take this, and so we sold this plane.
There you go. And so you used to live in this house?
This one right here.
The character?
Right there.
Similar to that one, it's called a tent house. You can go take a look and see
Come
how
over and look while I
11
talk to
people
you.
could fit in it. A little bit bigger.
A family of 11 in that nice little house there.
Well, Mike and I and 9 kids.
Jesus.
But it was better than the cave.
Better than the cave, true?
Those kids better be well behaved, huh?
Okay, so his character, his wife, and 9 children lived in a house like this. Okay, let's take a look.
There's a wonderful book about discovered by
Well, look at this stove. Well, let's look at this first.
Oh, we can't go inside? Ah.
How come 11 people even fit in here?
Well, I think he said his was a tad bigger than this, Mom.
Well, even a tad
It's
bigger.
still not big, though.
I mean, jeez. But at least it was sheltered.
You know, the construction's interesting, though. It's
Very
it's
big.
beams with fabric on top,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
rocks on the no, not rocks on the bottom.
It's
To keep the
beams.
snakes out or whatever.
Where?
I thought it was, no, it's not rocks, never mind. But it's solid on the bottom.
But look how wide these planks are, the flooring is.
Yeah.
Wow. And I guess that's why oh no, there's a stove in here.
That was rough living, Mom. And this was less than 100 years ago.
I know.
People lived in these, Mom.
Well, this is called
One bed only and not very big.
This is what's called homesteading. This is the thing about Americans. They're just so self-reliant and independent.
Yeah, I was reading that mattress sizes didn't actually become standardized until the 1940s.
Really?
Yeah. They were just random.
So I gotta get you down to the station.
Oh, the station?
Okay.
All right, take us out there, Annie Oakley.
My name is Marcela Chavez Armijo,
Okay.
and I have lived in this area since 1867.
Wow.
And I passed away in 1947.
Wow.
Some of my descendants are still in the Cottonwood area.
Wow.
The Catholic Church in Cottonwood was built by my family, and the school there near Clemenceau School, so that our children could speak Spanish.
Oh,
So,
super nice.
So,
Were your ancestors from Mexico?
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Marcel.
Mexico used to belong to Mexico.
Hi,
Well,
Marcel.
that's true. That's true.
And one of the things I discovered that the Spaniards were actually in Giron looking for silver during the 1500s when Arizona belonged to Mexico.
And Marcella, for an Old West gal, you got that purple hat on. You must have been talking of the town there, Marcella. Where all the gents calling.
You have a
Knocking on your door?
mile to walk, so you better get hopping.
A quarter. Where are we going?
We're going to the telegraph.
Oh, we're going to the telegram station. Okay. There's the view.
Look at that. Well, we gotta go back and look at those maps. Wait till you see it.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll go back. That's bigger than a New York City apartment. There you go, Gummy Bear.
Oh, really? You've done this before then? Oh, I thought it was...
Okay, chat says it's bigger than a New York City apartment, though. The tent house, pretty close, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
I'd say the tent house is probably nicer, though. Less rats, actually. Oh my god, it's such a nice day, though.
it's glorious. And look, these are apple tree, or these peach are apple. I know we've actually seen javelina. Javelina come here.
Yeah, so after they close at night and the people are gone, the javelina come in and they eat the apples off the ground.
Yeah,
If they're there, they're gone now. But when the apples are in, the javelina come to eat them every day.
yeah,
So,
the ones that fall on the ground.
and if you don't know, javelina are wild pigs in Arizona. They're gray. They have like coarse hair. So I don't know. Chat, are you still with us? Chat, are you still in today? You're awfully quiet.
Hello, hi, welcome.
Hello.
Who are
What's
you?
your name?
My name's Kitty, and I'm a Harvey girl. They brought me down from the Harvey house at El Tovar at Grand Canyon to explain to you why we have a train station in a town with no train.
With no train.
No
That's
train.
odd.
Yes.
And telegraphs, they're very modern though. High tech.
We know the Harveys.
Yeah.
Hi, you want to come join us?
Have you ever
Oh,
eaten
that's right.
javelina? I've eaten
They
pig.
tagged you anyway, didn't
Never javelina.
There's always one that's late.
they? That's right. That's right. Well, it is a train station, so there's going to be the last person off the train, right? Well, welcome. Again, I'm Kitty, and I'm a Harvey girl, and I'm here to tell you why there's a train station in a town with no train. So our pioneers here would have to go to Clarkdale or on up to Flagstaff to move their cattle, get produce, do all that good stuff. Nothing came right here. And it was a couple days travel to get to Clarkdale. And to get on up to Flagstaff, they were usually running the cattle. So they would take Schnedley Hill Road and go on up over that pass to kind of take a path that mimics I-17 now. Because of course the creek path was a dirt road. And so little cars and people could go up and down it, but not big, huge animals or anything like that. So it was no joke to take the cattle up to Flagstaff or bring them back down. So let me start. So this is here because it is part of the Hollywood presence, or Sedona's presence in Hollywood. Starting from 1923 to about 1973, so a total of 50 years, we made over 60 major Hollywood films. And it started with Zane Grey. Zane Grey was a writer. He was doing short stories for the Ladies' Home Journal over several months. And he landed, I think probably one of the most original Hollywood deals in that he got a book deal and a movie deal out of it. Multiple books and movies. So his first movie that got produced, we were still in silent film, was Call of the Canyon. And our really cool statue out here by James Muir is based on that. If you get a chance, take a look, because their eyes are, he did a really good job with the eyes. I digress. So everybody from Hollywood comes down, and if you've been up into the canyon, there's a place called West Fork Trail. Up there is Mayhew's Oak Creek Lodge. Well, the remnants of it now. So everybody came from California and went up there. So the major players could stay in the structures, but everybody else was in a tent or laying on the ground outside of there. And it was a little precarious because, our weather can change pretty quickly. We have some actors over there on that side of the creek, and we're filming on this side of the creek, and suddenly the rains come through, and the actors are being pelted with cold rain and wind. What was a passable creek is now a total washout, and we've got very expensive camera totally exposed, trying to get it covered and, protected. So, Hollywood was a little nervous, but we did manage to make 24 films in the next 24 years. And I'm doing a very light skim because I have very little time. If you love this stuff, I will tell you this is a book we have, but it is very well researched. And so good stuff if you love it. So I'm going to fast forward up to our 24 years. We're now 1944, 45, 46. John Wayne is an established actor, but now he wants to be a producer. And so he's like, where am I going to, I found my script, where am I going to go, where am I going to go? There was a father-son duo out of Flagstaff that were scouts for the area, for Hollywood. And they said, if we brokered a deal and got you some decent, lodging for all the cast and crew, would you make your film in Sedona? And the answer was yes. So, if you are to go down 179 from here towards Phoenix, not very long, off to the left is the Arabella Hotel. That land was where the Sedona Lodge was built. And it's a little bit of a misnomer because it sounds like, lots of people stayed there. No. It was a sound stage, it was a cooking and eating area. There was lodging for cast and crew. There was storage for all the equipment. Sometimes the movies were still big enough that they still had people camping out around that area. So when all the movies were said and done, they went ahead and burnt everything down there. There was no great tragedy. They just burnt it and sold the land. So there's nothing left of it, but that's where it was. So we now have Sedona Lodge, and John found this train station in Winona, Arizona. Even by the mid-40s, it was no longer being used. Main trains ran, of course, like I-40, Route 66, up around Flagstaff, right? So he said, oh, I want that. And we brought it down. Local ranchers, Sally and Otto Halliman, had lots of land around Coffee Pot Rock, and said, you're welcome to use our land as a set. So this was put on their land. It premiered in Angel and the Bad Man, and stayed there for about 3 or 4 more movies before they raised that set. It then was moved to the Halliman's other part of their ranch, where Sally had turned it into part of her house. This was skylights and kitchen, and when Sally passed away, the family said, do y'all want this? Because we're just going to tear it down. And so the museum raised money, brought the train station to this location, and restored it. So it looks like, except for the track lighting, what it would look like should you have rolled up on a train in 1910. This is what you'd walk into. So, last but not least, because I've run out of time, our final movie that closes out in 1973 is Harry and Tonto, starring Art Carney of The Honeymooners. And it's a story about a gentleman whose Manhattan home is being torn down to make a fabulous parking lot. So he and his cat, I'm going on.
Thank you, Julie.
Across, I know, Julie's like, Heather. They go across country looking for a new place to live. At some point, Harry's bursitis acts up. He has to come to Sedona to get it fixed by a naturopath. Art Carney would go on to win Best Actor and say that this movie was one that resurrected his career for the rest of his life. So, lots of great stuff. Since then, we've been in Karate Kid. We've been in several other movies. Chevy Chase's Lampoon's Vacation, where Grandma gets dragged behind the station wagon, is in Sedona.
I thought that was
Really
funny.
good. Now Bill's coming to get me. We're not gonna get you. So, but and now often we are seen in erectile dysfunction commercials because you want to be like.
I've seen the Viagra one with the old blokes in the back of the convertible Ford. Yeah, I've seen that.
You want to be just like them.
They're like, look how cool we are, thanks to Viagra.
So that's today. I have a.
So this was a train station, not a telegraph office?
Correct. They often were the same.
Okay.
So
So this is really a train station.
it's really It came from
So they people just hang out in there, wait for the train?
yeah.
It's so
and why
small.
not? It is small. Well, my understanding is we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. All
I have
right.
some cool stuff about it.
Cool stuff. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, Mum's here. Okay. Howdy. Hello, Gummy Bear. Oh, hello, Brian Forrest. I was just being quiet while they're talking.
Well, you know what's interesting is that the Harvey, he was the first person, the Harveys.
We'll put the background as the mountains there. Okay, there we
He
go.
was the first person to standardize dress for coffee shop people. That's why she's dressed like that. But his grandchildren became puppeteers in Phoenix, and
Oh, really?
yeah, and
It's funny.
you actually know that.
She's
but
kind of
you
dressed
know,
like a maid.
One of the great grandson, he's a.
Oh yeah, Hemingway. I wanted to show you. They had a bunch of movie posters inside. I reckon you know all of them. But yeah, Harry and Tonto is such a good movie, but I couldn't handle the ending, so I haven't watched it in years. Okay, what happens at the end? Spoiler alert, Hemingway. Tell us what's happened at the end of Harry and Tonto.
And their great grandson, pediatric cardiac.
Oh, I see.
Cardiac surgeon.
Yeah, there were a bunch of posters in there, all the Sedona stuff.
I'm just gonna follow you guys because you seem to know what you're doing.
Well, let's just say I know my way around.
All right.
And this must have been a super well-built house, Mom.
Oh yeah.
It still looks pretty good today. Oh, the cat passes away. Okay. In the movie.
These doors.
I know, they're cool.
It's like we're short of a chair.
No, I'm fine. I'll stand. I'll stand. I'm good. Hey,
Chair for you.
have a seat.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's up to you. Well, good afternoon. I'm Ruth Wolf Jordan, and this is my home. Actually, that is my home. That was our original cabin. I moved into that 14 by 20 cabin in 1931 with my new husband, Walter. We were married on July 20th, 1930 at dawn in a double ring ceremony. And then after a short honeymoon to the Grand Canyon, we moved in with Walter's brother and his wife into their extra bedroom. And we lived with them until we got our cabin built. You probably wonder about my early life before meeting Walter. Well, I was born November 7th, 1902 in Crittenden County, Kentucky. I had an older brother and sister, and probably because there was such a large gap in our ages, I was generally allowed to just sit in the corner on a stool in the kitchen and read aloud to my mother and my sister while they did the cooking and the housework. I guess they felt that it was much faster for them to do it themselves than to actually teach me how to do it. But that's probably why I never became a very good cook, and I didn't clean the house, and I didn't do dishes very well. So was I ever happy when Sedona and Carl Schnebly moved back to Oak Creek area and came to work for us on our ranch. Sedona was a really good cook, and she didn't mind doing the household duties, so that freed me up to go outside and work in the orchards. But back to my earlier life. My family moved to Tempe, Arizona in 1912, the same year that Arizona became a state. My father bought the controlling stock in the Hayden Flour Mill, and we lived in a large home along a canal with a railroad track on the edge of our property. In the hot summer months, we would jump into the canal and then hop out and use our own evaporative cooling system to beat the heat. Today, the site of our old home now holds an ASU dormitory. My desire to be a teacher surfaced at a very young age when I helped with Sunday school and youth programs at our church. After graduating from high school, I attended Tempe Normal School, which is now Arizona State University, and graduated with a teaching degree in 1922. I accepted a teaching position at Beaver Creek School and moved to Soda Springs Guest Ranch, fulfilling my childhood dream of living in the country, having a horse, and teaching, all rolled into one. The ranch was a dude ranch, and I would take turns bringing my students one at a time home to stay with me on at the ranch over the weekends. And boy, you can bet they loved that. In addition to being the teacher, I was also the janitor of the school and arrived by horseback early in the morning to start the fire in the stove that sat in the middle of our classroom. My other duties included bringing in the drinking water. Later, I started bringing even more water in and putting it on the stove for my students to wash their dirty faces and hands, even their hair and their clothes sometimes, because they seldom had adequate water on their own ranches at their own farms. I even cut their hair when it was necessary. Oh, the stories I could tell you about living at the Soda Springs Guest Ranch and teaching at Beaver Creek School, but I'm going to share only one. One day I rode my horse to a nearby ranch to check on some of my students who'd been absent all week long. After learning that the entire family was ill, I stayed and helped out as best I could. And then I hopped on my horse and headed back down the long lane. A huge rattlesnake skidded in front of my path. I jumped off the horse before he could rear up and tied him to a bush. Then grabbing rocks, I proceeded to pummel that snake until I nearly buried him in the rocks, but I did manage to kill him. I knew that the cowboys back at the ranch would never believe that I had killed a rattler, so I stuffed him into my long riding glove and tied him to my saddle horns. Back at the ranch, I told my story to the cowboys and ended by dumping the rattler out of my glove in front of them. Boy, were they ever surprised, and I'll tell you, they had a newfound admiration for me. My snake killing skills came in handy later on, as I had to kill many of the snakes when we built our original cabin and did all the additions onto the house. Enough of those memories. I want to tell you about my life here with Walter and my children. Walter and I learned a lot about raising fruit trees and producing crops from his brother George and his wife Helen. The young trees we planted and nurtured required time before they would produce fruit. So in the meantime, we planted truck crops between the rows of trees and sold carrots, Kentucky Wonder pole beans, cantaloupe, and pinto beans. We even made enough selling those pole beans to pay off a loan on some additional acres that we had bought. As our orchards grew and produced more and more peaches and apples, we needed to build a packing shed where you all started your original, that started the tour out. Looks like a barn. We also hired more workers. During the war years, we formed a cooperative with neighboring farmers. George did the marketing, and produce was delivered to Cottonwood, Clarkdale, Jerome, Prescott, Flagstaff, Williams, Ashford, Winslow, and Holbrook. Some of it even went down to the Phoenix area, And apples were then sent by train and then shipped overseas to our troops in Europe during World War II. I'm skipping some pages because I get kind of long-winded. I could go on and on, but unfortunately our time is growing short. So I will end by telling you a little bit more about myself, although I'm a very modest soul and I don't rest on my laurels. My proudest achievement is my 3 children, Anne, Ruthie, and Walter Jr. And oh, of course, my many grandchildren. I did go back to teaching during the war years and taught at Sedona School and Red Rock School. I fought and lost a battle to allow students from Sedona to attend high school in Cottonwood rather than having to be bused all the way up through the canyon to Flagstaff. This was prior to Sedona forming a school district and building Sedona Red Rock High School. Of course, I continued to help in the orchards, working in the apple packing shed, managing the help, selling seconds and culls at the stand, and even spending 4 months marketing our produce down in the valley while being pregnant with Anne and being nauseous the entire time. During my free time, I wrote for the Flagstaff Journal from 1930 to 1939 and organized activities for children in the area, from 4-H clubs to Tuesday evening skating nights at the Oak Creek Skating Rink. A favorite quote from a family member concerned how I felt about my fellow man. She never made a difference between the governor and the town drunk. She always saw the best side of everyone. I passed away in Sedona on January 7th, 1996 at the age of 94, and I had a good life.
Wow. That's
Oh, you saw a lot of change.
Yeah.
All the way up to
Wow,
97.
sure, when you lived to 94, you do.
And what was your favorite thing you grew here back in the day? What was your favorite fruit or food?
I would imagine for her, it would be being outside and helping in the orchards.
Yeah.
She really, really liked that.
And what do you think she liked to eat?
Huh?
What do you think she liked to eat? The
Oh.
apples,
I
the
know, she probably got her
peaches?
fill of anything made with apples in it. Probably meat. I mean, because, there was a lot of beef being raised in the area. And
There you go.
Clancy is your next one. I
Oh,
know we're
Clancy,
taking it
number
over time,
2.
so I'm gonna let you.
And you know the flour mill still sits in Tempe today.
I know.
The old
yeah,
mill?
That's why I thought I wanted to refer to it, because, and the dormitories.
So this is,
What Julie said, keep it moving.
Yeah.
I know you guys weren't there, but ask questions at the very end, up at the,
oh, at the end?
Up at the
Oh, I
back,
see, I see. Okay, so this is a,
just keep it moving.
yeah. Okay, so this is a stove someone would have used long time ago. A lot of people say, times are tough for us now, but
Look at this.
in the old West, I mean, they,
Do you remember your little wooden train set? I
Yeah.
still have it. It's in your toy box.
a sewing machine, you had to make your own clothes, fix your own
What
clothes.
is it? It's Columbus.
I'll let you come in and take
I
a
don't know what
chair
kind
right
it is.
here.
But everything was made of wood. Everything's made of plastic now.
Yeah, I know. Okay, where are we going?
Oh, here's some muffins.
For what?
Muffins?
Okay, show us what we got.
Good afternoon. I am Ruth Wolf Jordan, and this is my home, actually.
Oh, gotta follow. Here we go.
Sorry, we're just like, oh, look at the piano. But we could come back and look at this, can't we? Oh my God.
It's so creaky.
This is so cool.
The house is so creaky.
Look at the cupboards.
Oh, there's a flag in there. Okay.
There's the bathroom.
Oh,
But that must have been
No,
ins-
they didn't have a toilet back then.
More than.
This is a modern upgrade.
Oh, it's 1931, so this.
Oh, well, less than 100 years ago.
So my name is Patty Grady Fox, and I'm the proud wife of rancher and state legislature Kel Fox. That's him sitting up on his favorite horse, Barney. But I was born in Duluth, Minnesota in 1928. And it was my dad's health that had us move to Cottonwood, because he was in poor health and they said he had to get to a better climate. When I finished my senior year of college, I wound up coming in to join them, and I'm sure glad I did, because I met a lot of nice friends. One of them, however, was a bit of a matchmaker, and he was convinced I belonged with his best friend, Kel Fox. Well, one day we're standing under the awning of the Cottonwood lumber, And it had been raining for 3 days when this dirty, filthy pickup truck pulls up. And out steps this equally dirty, filthy rancher. And my friend says, Patty, that's Kel Fox. And I said, what would I want with him? Well, in deference to my friend, I gave him a shot. And we went on several dates. And I gotta tell you, I found out how special he really was. Only problem was, he was a confirmed bachelor. He was 15 years older than me, and he wasn't getting married. Took me 2 years to land him. Finally did. And he proposed. And I'm looking forward to a church wedding with a white dress and flowers and bridesmaids. And one morning he says, Patty, why don't we get married tomorrow? And I said, what? And then he has the gall to get on the phone and call my parents and say, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you going to come to the wedding? So we all traipsed up to Prescott. And as usual, he had cattle business to attend to. So he sent me to get the marriage license. And then my mother and I went to Goldwater's to get my trousseau.
Remember Goldwater?
And I got to tell you, those girls were so happy, those young girls, to help me. But I think they thought it was a shotgun wedding, me getting married getting my trousseau on the day of my wedding. Well, we got married at the Congregational Church, went on a brief honeymoon, and then we went down to Kel's ranch in Big Park, which is today the village of Oak Creek. Kel had 2 ranches. He had one up on the rim and one down in Big Park, and that was very common for ranchers because unlike Texas with these large herds, they were very small herds here. And so twice a year, all the ranchers would get together, they'd hire a trail boss and a cook, very important, whoever had the best cook got the best cowboys because they like to eat. And they would drive the calves and the moms and dads down to an area called Little Horse Park, where they would rope them and drag them and brand them, and then drive them up to the rim to spread in the spring and summer. And I gotta tell you, I did my part. I roped, I dragged, I branded, did everything that those cowboys did. Then in the fall, the end of October, they bring them back down here in the valley because it's too cold to be up there. And we did that for a number of years. Well, as I said, Kel was a real special guy. He had graduated from Princeton, and he had run the newspaper at Princeton. He even interviewed Albert Einstein and introduced him to ice cream. But he was a bit of an absent-minded professor. He knew so many people being in both the House of Representatives and the State Senate, and then on godzillion commissions, that he had the habit of inviting people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and forgetting to tell me about it.
Oh, God.
So I'd open knock on the door, open up, be 5 people standing out there waiting to be fed. So I had to turn into a pretty good cook pretty fast. And I must have, because prior to my passing in 2015, some of the docents from this here museum got together with me and put together the Patty Fox cookbook with some of my favorite recipes. But what's real special about this is that there's about 12 of these little doohickeys in this book. And if you take those newfangled phones and hover it over them, you can hear me talking about my life. And it's my voice, and we put this together, so when you have it in the gift shop if you're interested. Now, in addition to horses and cows, for a short period of time we had 4 pigs. That is until the stupid state legislature passed a law saying you had to boil the garbage before you fed it to the pigs. I said, Kel, that does it. I'm cooking for the family, I'm cooking for the ranch hands, I'm cooking for all these people you keep inviting. I'll be darned if I'm cooking for pigs. So the pigs had to go. We had 2 sons, Grady and Jeff, and they rode in front of us on their horses from the time they were infants. So when they got to be 3 years old, they could take off on their own on their ponies, and they turned into really, really good cowboys. I'm real proud of that. But the hardest thing I had to do back then was laundry. The reason was I didn't have a washing machine. So I would have to, once a week, gather up all the dirty laundry, and whether I was up in the mountain or I was down in Big Park, drive to Cottonwood, because they had a laundromat down there with Maytag washers. Only problem is, they didn't have any dryers. So I had to get all that wet laundry in burlap or canvas or whatever, throw it on the back of the truck, and drive either back up to the mountain or down to Big Park. Problem with that was, we had dirt roads at the time. They had a big logging business up there, and you had these logging trucks come whizzing by and spewing all this dirt all over the place. 9 times out of 10, I had to take it to the creek to rinse it out again before I could hang it up.
Those were tough times.
Finally did get my own washing machine. Only problem with that was, it was outdoors. So I was stifling hot in the summer, and I was freezing my butt off in the winter, but at least I didn't have to drive to Cottonwood. Now, there are a few things I'm real proud of. For 20 years, I was a Pink Lady. And that's a volunteer women's group that used to help out at the Cottonwood Hospital with the patients. We'd help them write letters, or we would take them to their appointments, or we'd work in the gift shop. And I did that for 20 years until Kel's health started to fail. And as I said, he was 15 years older than me. He needed me more than the hospital did. So I had to give it up. The other thing I'm proud of is Kel and I and a number of other families got that Church of the Red Rocks built. And that was a real pain because the architect was a real pain. And it cost us double what we thought it was going to cost. But if you haven't been in that church, it's one of the most beautiful churches in the area. So make sure you get to go by there. And then the other thing is that I was a member of the Historical Society. I was even president for a number of years. And they must have thought I did a really good job, because if you go outside the gift shop, you're going to see a cement bench in memory of me with the figure two brand on either side. And that's, I thought that was pretty special that they did that for me. Well, even after Kel retired, we would ride practically every day. And let me tell you, when you were riding with Kel, you were riding for 4 hours. He was not one of these, 20-minute guys. He says, we're going to take off, we're going to ride for 4 hours. And then when our horses got really old, we donated them to a disabled group down in Cornville so that they would get better use out of that. And I can tell you that I'm so proud to have been that man's wife. I mean, he was so special, so very, very special. All the money in the world would not make me change that. But I also love being a cowgirl. And I have a favorite expression that people laugh at, and that is, I just love mucking around in the manure. And they gave me a spot in this cowboy room. Me and Mary Wyatt. And Mary Wyatt, my friend, is still alive today. She's in her 90s and lives down in Cottonwood. So that's my story. Any questions?
I love your squash blossom.
Thank you. I got this years ago.
It's gorgeous.
And you can't say I have other jewelry on, but because I love turquoise. I had a huge turquoise collection.
Is it Hopi or Navajo?
This is Navajo. Yeah.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah. They do great turquoise work. And Kel did a lot of work with the Native Americans, and he also did a lot with water rights. He was very interested in water rights in the state. And he helped get I-17 built when he was in the state legislature.
Oh, a lot of stuff. So which one of these photos is you?
Right there.
That's you. Okay, nice. So we'll take a closer look.
That's me and I think Jeff.
And this is part of the original house?
Yes.
It looks like it with those pipes. That's how they heated everything.
This section was built in 1937, and this was Walter and Ruth's bedroom at the time.
It's very well made.
Yep.
Although with these floors, you really know when people are coming and going. Clippity clop, crunkity.
And they had that weather station out there so that when the temperature dropped, a bell would ring in here.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
What's let you know to turn on the heat?
ready? Okay. You're going to go down this long hallway, and you go left or right. There's 2 entrances into the kitchen. And thanks
All right,
for
there you
coming
go.
today.
Okay, now we go on to the next one. This is the full history of Sedona.
Look at those.
You know, it's school.
But those are neat.
They were brought from the schoolhouse.
Oh, okay.
Not kidding.
You know what's funny, Mom, is they're impersonating people who died less than 10 years ago.
know.
Isn't that funny?
Well, there's actually an original.
She died 2015.
There's one lady still living in Sedona. By
No, but isn't it funny that she's doing someone who died,
Yes.
8 years ago?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Okay, chat. Sorry, I'm ignoring you, chat. We're just listening to all the. Are we getting ready to eat chili beans? You know it.
What is it?
Oh, there we go.
Would you close the door, please?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Thank you. All right. So where are you from? Sarasota, Florida. Florida, huh? Well,
Yeah.
great.
We're from here.
we're from here, yeah.
Oh, okay, you're from here. All right, all right.
Although we don't know all the history, we're learning a lot of things today.
All right, well, I am Sedona, Arabella Miller Snebley. And I was born in 1877 in Gorham, Missouri. I went to a private school there, became a teacher. I was number 7 of 11 children. My father really believed in education. We were staunch Methodists, if you want to say they're Quakers, originally from Pennsylvania. I taught for a while. I loved music and I spoke German fluently. Then in, about
1893 or 4, I met T. Theodore Carlton Snevely. Well, I think it was love at first sight. He was 8 years older than me. But he was Presbyterian. And my father did not like this at all. He told me that if I married him, he would write me out with a will. Well, I didn't care. I married him on my 20th birthday there in Gorin. We ended up having 2 children there. We had a little boy named Ellsworth, Tad we called it, and he was named after his brother, T. Carl's brother. And then we had a little girl named Pearl, and they were just about 2 years apart. Then we started thinking about where Ellsworth lived, and it was in the Red Rock country. And we started thinking, hey, that might be a beautiful place to move to. So he packed up everything and put it into a train car, all our furniture, 2 horses, and also a wagon. And it went to Jerome Junction. And there he went by himself, by the way. And there he dropped off all the furniture right along the hill there, dropped it off, and then took off with the horses and the wagon. And 11 days later came back and picked me up and the kids, the babies, they were babies, and put everything on the wagon, and we went to where we had a house there at it was 80 acres, and it was at what is Los Arbogados today, okay? There we lived, and we had people camping out on our property because and so I ended up cooking meals for them or whatever. So it was the first bed and breakfast in town. Anyway, and T. Carl loved to, we had a ranch, really a big ranch, and we had lots of cattle. We had lots of he grew all kinds of vegetables and fruits and stuff and took it up to Flagstaff to sell. That was how he was making his living with that, for paying for our stuff too, besides me cooking for people that was camping out on our property. Well, then there were neighbors or people around, and they wanted to have mail sent in. You couldn't have any mail sent because we weren't a city or a town or whatever you want to call it. So he decided, okay, well, I'll send in a couple of names. He sent in Snevely Station. And then he sent in another one. But they were too long for the cancellation mark on the, when it came back.
Okay.
So anyway, Ellsworth, his brother, was over one day and he says, why don't you send in Sedona's name? That's a short name. Sure enough, that's how Sedona became Sedona instead of Red Rock Country or whatever. So that was good. That was good. Well, then several years later, he was going up and delivering food and stuff up there in Flagstaff, vegetables and everything. I'm out with the kids. They're all riding ponies at this time. 1 minute already? Goes fast.
Wow.
Anyway, he's out delivering or up in Flagstaff, and then all of a sudden we are out there with kids on their ponies, and Pearl, who's now 5 years old, she sees something on the ground. She gets off of her pony and starts to pick it up. She puts the reins around her neck. Well, the cows got loose, started going over to the side, and the pony saw this, so he took off, dragging Pearl to her death. Well, that was the saddest thing. She was buried out in the front yard, and I got very, very ill from this, and we moved back to Gorin, Missouri. But then we came back I'll finish this if you want to know the end of it. You're to go now. You hear the bell?
Yes.
I didn't get to finish.
Well, I think we need to talk to Sedona of all people.
Yeah, all right, I'll finish somewhere. But anyway, they lived in Gorin for a number of years, and then went on to Boyero, Colorado. And there they lived in 1931. And then what happened is there was a terrible snowstorm. And that snowstorm, cows again, killed the cows, and Chicaro got influenza so bad, and they told him he had to leave to get out into warmer climate. So guess where we came back to? Sedona. Came back here and lived here, and I worked here at the Jordan home, took care of the kids and fed, cooked and everything. So this is how I got there. And then, as I say, they had a house just nearby here where the parking lot is today.
Yeah.
And there was all these iris. So when you see all these iris around Sedona right now, it was because it was her favorite flower. And I went over there when that house was being knocked down, and and I dug up as many as I could. And I have over 95 to 100 up on my place right now, as Linda Starr.
Oh,
But I thought Sedona came from Russian heritage, is what I read.
No.
Really?
It's a very unusual
That's
name.
what I read. Yeah.
No, in Sedona, her mom made the name up.
Oh, really?
I
Okay, now we gotta go.
No Russian, no Russian.
I heard that she came from Russian heritage.
And so you, Sedona, lived in this house too? This very house?
No, I never lived here.
Okay.
No, Sedona never lived here. I'm Linda Starr, but this playing.
Oh, I'm talking to you, Sedona.
Yeah, okay, all right.
all right.
Sedona, no, she didn't live here. She lived around the
In the
corner.
Jordan
Go to
house. The Jordan house?
Yeah.
Oh, the Iris. Okay. All right. Where are we going now? This way. Okay, chat.
Is that the end? Oh. Who do we give our tickets to, or do we give our tickets to anyone?
You probably had your name checked off.
No, I haven't even been through that. I just.
Oh, Julie is the one. She's the one with the.
Does she need that?
No.
No, it's over with now.
Yeah, all done.
Oh, yeah, you'll need to get.
Oh, we get to eat those cookies, do we?
Well, you have to follow them.
Oh, I'm following. Okay, I'm going to follow them. All right. Follow the cookies. I'll hold the door. There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, we go
This is,
back up.
this
to
is
where
Cookie
you started.
Vision. Okay.
Okay.
Where are they going?
Where are you here from?
I live here actually, but I grew up in Australia. That's probably what you're wondering.
Okay. What part of Australia?
A little town called Dubbo. It's about 4 hours inland from Sydney
Okay.
at an angle. So
Okay.
there's it's a beautiful day. Spring in Sedona is the best. Yeah, I live in Sedona. Yeah. About 8 to 10 years, I'd say. I'm trying to think. What was the year I moved? What is it you do? I'm a photographer, actually. Yeah.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah. And I'm a vlogger too. This is a vlog.
Yeah, videographer.
There you go.
Photographer.
This is actually a live stream on YouTube. So.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now we get treats. Treats. All right, there you go, chat. I'm back. If you want to ask me any questions, here we are. I took my hat off, so I look extra scraggly. But I reckon we can check. We can hear they sell masks there. What kind of mask? Corona mask? I think so. I know we get free food, although we do pay for the ticket, so it's not totally free. So there we go. There's the history of Sedona. It's funny. It's so new. Loving the stream. Okay, Roadman. Glad to hear that. It's so funny in Sedona. The history of people, like, it comes up to like modern times. So Sedona's so new. I mean, she was talking about the person the town is named after, Sedona. She was talking about like she lived here up to the 1950s or something. It's not that long ago. Kind of funny. Okay, let's go find Mom. This machine's pretty boss though. Okay, do a loon call, Paul Martinez. Ooh. Okay, which one do you like better, chat? Do you like that? Or that? How vintage do you want to go? Extra vintage? Or half vintage? There we go. Okay, you got some treats to eat over there, Mom.
Yeah.
They have cookies.
Yes, I see that.
And cakes and stuff.
I think she's mistaken about Sedona, though.
The Russian name?
She
It's a very odd name.
She said that they were Muellers, which means German, Mueller. And I said, well, where? I said, well, where do they come from? She said, Pennsylvania Dutch. I said, well, then they were from the Netherlands. And she's saying, no, they're not from the Netherlands. But if you're Dutch, you're from the Netherlands.
We gotta look up
Mueller
Wikipedia,
is a
Mom.
German name.
We gotta look up
I
Wikipedia,
used to
Mom.
be a tour guide. That's what I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Okay, let's eat some food, Mom. Food. Yeah, Mom's schooling the guides.
This is a great skirt.
Oh, look, you're in the big house today. You're out of the train station.
That's right.
There you go. What's your favorite?
We know the grandchildren of the heart.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Muffins. I want one of these. What are these? Chocolate? Yoink. Oh, it's peanut butter. Okay.
But the grandkids lived in Phoenix and the grandkids became puppeteers. That's how I know them, just because our family's involved in the theater.
Watertown Lotto guy. It's not a buffet. They're just snacks.
Some complimentary tickets when you come back to the Untitled. Take you to.
Oh, complimentary. Oh, I like it.
There's 2 tickets there. Bring a guest or give them to some friends.
Oh, 2 tickets? Nice. Okay. Well, here we go. Something to know. We bought the tickets for today, but they give you a couple of free ones on your way out. So there you go. The next time you come to Sedona, take a couple of freebies. Bring them the next time. You can do another old-time tour. There you go. Oh yeah, what's this place called? I think we never said. So this is the Sedona Heritage Museum. It's right near Uptown Sedona, the Strip, the Sedona Strip. It's not a buffet. Get its Tupperware out, Mom. Perhaps we'll come back. We'll do another one. So yeah, this is the Sedona Heritage Museum, and on one day a month they do this thing where they pretend to be the people who lived here back in the day. So it's the most fun day. But otherwise, it doesn't cost any money to get in, to walk around. So you can just come here. If the trees have fruit on them, the javelina come in, you can see the javelina eating the apples and stuff. It's pretty boss. So I know what Mom's doing now. Let's see what Mom's doing. Okay, there we are. Take more photos. All right, Mom, grab some snacks.
Okay, no, but this is what we want to try is the apple. You know, Mario
This is a reward
grows apples.
Yeah?
for you all putting up with the last 45 minutes you have spent. Congratulations.
All right, Mom, tell us about the play.
Oh, it's really good.
We got free tickets to come back.
I
There you
know.
go.
Well, I think that what I'd like to do is just go around and look at this washing machine.
Yeah. Well, I want to eat all these cookies, though, Mom.
What year is this? This is from this 1900 Sears Roebuck Company. You know, it's so sad about Sears. You know, they're one of our oldest companies, and they just closed up shop.
I know. Can you imagine? Sears Roebuck
Yeah.
made this wooden contraption.
And then ringers are purchased separately for $1.30.
But it's amazing. The same company that made this wooden thing with all these knobs on it made my refrigerator at home.
Yeah,
The same
yeah,
company. I know.
Our washing machines
Yeah.
are all Sears
Uh-huh.
too. And then I think this is the ringer. Now that's one hell of a frying pan.
I know.
I guess that's for the cooking the food for
Maybe
the.
that was for all the cattlemen
Yeah, I
or
was
whatever.
gonna say it's like a paella.
There's a photo of them with it right there.
Oh, it is.
Splatter dab.
breakfast, baking pancakes, supersized frying pan on open fires.
My grandma retired from Sears. There you go, Judy.
Your grandma what?
Retired from Sears. There we go.
Oh, really?
But I gotta go eat some
Well,
stuff, Mum.
she was a part. Oh, okay.
All right, here we go, Mum. Show them around. I'm gonna eat some food. Okay, Mum's gotta go to the bathroom, so I can't eat my food.
So here, you go ahead and eat it. Here.
Well, I can't hold all this stuff, Mum. There we go. Okay, let's look at the Apple machine. Oh, we're getting at the buffet, don't worry. Okay, we have nice plastic fruits. Okay, we got to get at the buffet. Although it's not Vegas, so no prime rib today. This is quite a contraption, this machine. It's amazing someone made this, I don't know. I wonder what it did. Did it sort by size? What do all the chutes do? What a contraption, that's all I can say. I know, chat, you're being very quiet today, chat. Okay, we'll get back at the buffet. Here we go. Ever been to Knott's Berry Farm in California? That's what the Heritage Museum reminds me of. Paul, man, taking it all in. There you go. All the actors are here today. I have been to Knott's Berry Farm. I have been there actually. I don't think it looked like this though. Maybe a lot bigger though.
Come get some goodies.
Were you telling me that
I went to Knott's Berry Farm when I was little, so I remember it being kind of Old Western-y, but not too much. It was huge though, it's a big place. I'll take another shot. Oh, I did. We'll have another one of these. The stream is so different from Las Vegas. It's like night and day. Yeah, the old stuff's super cool. The old machines. Look at this place. Are they at a class reunion? We've been to Japan. That is reenacting. I don't think we ever looked at the machines in this building though. We gotta go. What was inside there? I don't remember. Let's take a look. Here we go. I know the. You know, honestly, if you're going to be a farmer in the Old West, is there a better spot than this? To live in the Old West, I'd say this is about tops. I would say this is tops for the Old West. The view. Okay, what's inside here now? Knott's Berry did its Western town theme as a semi-tribute to the ghost town of Calico. Okay. And now Calico is more like a Western Knott's Berry farm than its actual ghost town anymore. There you go. There you go. Hemingway, art imitates life, and then life imitates art. It goes back and forth. Look at this thing, though. This tractor looks like it could take off every limb in one fell swoop. I mean, you fall off your seat, you're going to lose your... Oh, Paul Martinez, thank you. Keeping the lights on at Dingo Lou. Oh, yeah, we'll show you the view outside. Out that way. How dangerous is this tractor, though? I mean, your hand goes in there, you're going to lose it. Your leg goes in there, you're going to lose it. This thing's probably got like 20 horsepower or something. And there you go, Hemingway. The only real ghost town that is a must-see in California is the ghost town of Bode. Okay, where's that? Where's Bode? Yeah, Jennifer Turner, the mountains in our towns are just amazing, especially Sedona. Okay, I'll give you a look at the view. I mean, I reckon if you're going to live in the Old West, this is the place to be. When you were cleaning up the hog's mess in the morning, you know, you had this to look at, you know, not bad, I'd say. I wonder what Las Vegas looked like 100 years ago. There you go, Jennifer. Prescott to Sedona, definitely the places to have lived. There you go. And it's beautiful country. There's no place quite like Sedona. I don't know what to say, Chad. I feel I'm not being funny enough, but, you know, it's kind of history. Where did Mum go? Mum's got to do some talking. Okay, let's go back, hit the buffet. Back to the buffet. Bodie, California, up 395 just north of Lee Vining. Of Yosemite, okay, up in the north, there you go. I know where Yosemite is.
Oh, that's why I planted that one.
Hello? I live in Sedona, actually. I grew up in Australia, though. Yeah. About 10 years now.
Well, Doug asked the question, where do you think this sign came from? What location?
Well, it's made out of metal, though.
I know, but where, look at the 4 locations.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, by the distance, you mean?
So where do you think the sign?
Okay, Jerome, 11. So it's not Sedona. Payson, 63. Pine, 59. Camp Verde, 17. What? Cottonwood? Is it Cottonwood?
Are they going to be doing this more often, or just?
This particular is, the last one we're scheduled for is in May, first Thursday of every month.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, and I just saw it.
There are other reenactments, like they have the graveyard reenactments.
Oh, fun.
Where people really have, they have to memorize.
Lots of stuff.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. I don't need to go out there.
Oh, Cortez Junction for the sign?
Oh, my gosh.
Cortez Junction?
Is this all?
Maybe.
The chat knows what they're talking about. They did the calculations. Well, Camp Verde, that's an odd one. 17.
I was thinking like
And
maybe
Jerome.
from Cottonwood down to Camp Verde, which is now 260. I thought maybe that would be 17 miles.
It's also an odd sign, though. It's not a standard, like, street sign. Or maybe that's what they looked like 100 years ago. I don't know. Oh, did they? Okay. It's so big. What did it go on? Like a rock?
What was it? It was a conservation corps that came out and did a lot of stuff out here to begin with.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of those kind of signs.
Okay.
So I'm guessing.
So what's the best Sedona Old West movie? I don't know a whole lot of them.
I'll be honest, I was surprised the Joan Crawford one.
Joan Crawford
Yeah,
did a Sedona movie. I didn't know that.
There's so many.
Yeah?
James Stewart, Joan Crawford, Elvis, John Wayne.
Elvis did a Sedona movie?
Oh, it's bad.
Well, you know, he's not the best actor, you know. He's good at singing and dancing. There you go.
Yes, I was gonna say. Yeah, if you wanted to put a nail on his acting coffin, that was it.
Was he a cowboy in the movie?
No, maybe he might have been a rancher. I just saw this much of a clip.
Yeah?
And it was
I can't even imagine him like in rancher's clothes. Did he have his black hair like done up still or no?
We had a hat on.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he's from Mississippi.
Okay.
And Memphis. Actually, I'm from Memphis.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so he wore that hat. He had that hat on down there.
But he was covering up the hair with the swooping.
Yeah.
You can't even tell it's Elvis then.
No.
She says there's a Sedona movie with Elvis is the actor in it.
Who?
Elvis.
What about Elvis?
He's in it. There's a Sedona movie.
With Elvis in it?
Elvis is the lead.
Oh, what's the movie?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
You'll have to look it up.
And she says there's another one with Joan Crawford.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny.
Oh, yeah, they shot a lot
Johnny,
of
Yeah.
movies here, yeah.
Johnny Guitar was the Joan Crawford one.
Okay.
And I really liked it. I was rather impressed. All right, let's see.
Well, she's a good actor, unlike Elvis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elvis was just trying to.
Well, he ain't nothing but a hound dog, you know.
She's got the Library of Congress.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't think that's... Is this period accurate? What is this? I think you're a witch now. We got to burn you at the stake. Wait a minute. No, this is a witch. We got a witch.
Doctor Who.
All
The
right.
movie was Stay Away Joe with Elvis Presley. And let's see.
You know, his sidekick was Jack Mulaney. He was the guy with the glasses that never got the girl.
Really?
I knew him.
All right.
Oh, Hemingway got it. Stay away, Joe.
Hemingway's a movie.
Hemingway's a movie buff. He knows all the movies.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, then. Well, I mean, see, there you go. I guess he didn't have a black hat on.
You know, that actually kind of works, you know.
That is.
He's so tan.
Yes.
What do they spray that on? He's like brown.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, it is him.
That's him.
Whoa.
there's
Okay, I got to
photographs
stream
in
that
the
one tonight.
museum. There's photographs of him in the museum because he was in a car right out front of the bank that was on 89A, which is now a restaurant. But it's one of the few pictures we have of Uptown before it became anything flashy. It
Yeah.
was just,
A street?
a street with a drugstore and a bank and then, your groceries. That was it.
There you go.
So anyway, so yeah.
That's fascinating.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I wanted to show you show the people this photograph.
Okay, Mom, take us on a tour. Here we go.
Have fun.
Oh, you too, bye.
Thank you so much.
You're great.
Did you want to get some more?
Oh, we'll get another cider. It's local, I think.
I haven't gotten any munchies because
It's probably Mott's, honestly.
There's another soup.
I had one of each, actually. There's a peanut butter.
Oh, you must have liked those.
Which one did you get?
I liked them all, actually, for different reasons, though.
Really? And
Yeah.
what's this one?
There's the chocolate chip cookies. They look like they're homemade.
Okay,
So-
I'll try one of those.
I like the little peanut butter buttons, though.
Don't block the view.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's fighting for the buffet. There you go.
You know what that is?
Oh, it's the airport. What?
Look, and there's Humphreys.
That's
That's-
odd they
I
had
think
an
that's
airport.
Humphreys.
It's odd they had an airport back then, though. Okay, let's
That's
do it.
Humphreys up there.
Oh, I see that, Mom.
But look, there's no houses.
What's the...
There's no houses. We're here. This is where we are right now, Uptown.
Okay. So Oak Creek, Uptown. This is the strip of Sedona,
Yeah. Look, there's no houses.
and the airport's on the hill. That's odd.
But it was always on the hill.
Huh. I reckon it was the only place. Okay, Mom. Oh, Mom's getting excited about the history. Here we go. Oh, the photos. There we go.
Look, what's that?
Coffee pot.
Look, there's no houses. None.
There's nothing.
Zero.
Look, there's one house right there on the side.
Steamboat.
There's one house. There we go.
That was probably his house, there, Snuggly's house. And then look at the steamboat.
Yeah, it's a panorama. It goes all the way across. There you
Right,
go.
and then look, there's a few houses here.
Oh, there's the orchard. That's probably where we are right now.
Yeah.
The apples.
It's just amazing. I wonder when this photograph...
It's funny to think that soldiers in Normandy were eating Sedona apples, though.
That is so...
That is crazy.
That is unbelievable.
They were biting into Sedona apples. Yeah.
And then, what is this?
You know, no, this is a sorting machine.
Apple grading machine.
But I was trying to reckon what it did. Did it sort them by size?
This bench rotates so apples are deposited in an even layer. or gloration of the spring-mounted bin, floor sink, so the top layer is like convenient high.
Yeah, well, we do now that it's like I see some
Okay.
big eyes.
That is amazing.
Yeah, the apples in Normandy. They were from Sedona.
Yes, that was really
Okay, where are we going, Mom?
It says take an oak pick, leave a donation.
There you go.
That's good to know, you know.
All right.
No, I like, yes.
Prohibition. The noble experiment.
Yeah, they've been
I
growing.
don't know about noble, Mom.
Well, they've been growing vine in the Verde Valley for a very long time.
There we go.
What? 1582, a Spanish conquistador exploring present-day New Mexico and Arizona visited Beaver Creek in the Verde Valley, 20 miles south of Sedona. Well, the Spaniards are famous for their wine.
Ah, they are. Quality
The
wine.
The river is surrounded by an abundance of grapevines.
Also, the
Rio de las Paras.
the climate and terrain of Verde Valley is very similar to southern Spain.
Yeah.
Southern Spain.
That's one of the
so
things
Spaniards would have been like, okay, we can grow some vino here. You
In
know.
fact, that's one of the things we noticed when we moved to Spain was when he was young was the vegetation. They have cactus there.
Yeah, it looks just like it looks like
prickly- they have-
California, Southern
right.
Cal.
They have prickly pear.
Yeah.
They have jumping cactus. Oh no, ocotillo and
There we
stuff
go,
like
Bob
that.
B. Let's have a bottle. Now, only the cookies are free. No vino for free. This is not Las Vegas.
And they still grow apple. The apple orchards are up in by Slide Rock. That's the last of the apple orchards that I know of in this
Yeah.
area.
And
Mario's-
those are the apples at Slide Rock are the oldest fruit-producing trees in the world, apparently. Aren't
Yes.
They say they're over 100 years old. They still produce apples. There we go. Hemingway, the Walt
Oh my
Disney.
God! Look at the size of this. That eagle.
Yeah, they're big.
That's huge. That's a
Okay, the Walt Disney Circle Vision 360 Theater at Disneyland had a movie called A Tour of the Old West. Showed parts of Sedona in a panoramic picture like
oh my
that.
God, look at this.
I wonder if that's shot from the movie. Oh, perhaps the panorama might be
From the movie.
stills from the Disney show, 360.
And then Zane Gray's, we've actually seen it walking out, but I can't picture where it is walking on some of the trails. I think Zane Gray's.
Isn't there a restaurant called Zane Grey?
No, Zane Gray's cabin is still here.
Oh,
somewhere.
okay. I don't know.
Yeah, and the Thompson cabin is the older one in Oak Creek. Remember, we used to walk past that all the time.
Oh, hi, Ronnie C. Tuning in. Yeah, sangria would have been nice. A little sangria out here in Arizona.
This is so. And you know what's interesting too? Corkscrews have not changed at all.
Yeah, that's a very old
Look,
technology.
this is the new one, but this is the old one.
I mean, what can you do with it, Mom?
I think
really?
we've got like these types at home.
The
and
technology.
We've got these types at home.
You know, they didn't have nail clippers though, Mom.
Oh, what is
How
it?
did people cut their nails in the olden days?
I'm sure someone came out with something.
There we go.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to
Well, I
see.
reckon we can.
Can we go and look still, or is it all shut up?
This lady is the empress of the whole.
Oh, the Empress of the Museum, eh?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, I guess that's the end of the suites. All right, well, that's good.
All right, we've been on for 3 hours. I guess we could say goodbye. Or, what do you reckon, Mom? Anything else to say?
Are we there yet?
Thank you for coming.
Look at the view. Thank you for the show. That was a lot of fun.
If you want to, we're live streaming it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a vlogger, so.
Thank you. All right, I'll
Yeah,
check
no
it out.
problem.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the view, Mom.
Sedona is.
It's such a nice day, too.
I mean, it is glorious.
It has that feel in the air. You're like, I was saying, if you were going to be a farmer in the Old West, this is about as good as it gets, I think.
I think
Can you imagine
so.
waking up? You're cleaning out the slop from the pigs, you know? But it's kind of not so bad with this view.
Well, I think that's also the same thing when you talk about like traffic, because traffic's gotten crazy in Sedona with all the tourists. I mean, it's always been busy, but it's really crazy now. But it's like you don't mind just stopping in a long line and looking
In Sedona?
at it.
Yeah, I'll spend all day in the traffic.
Right, you know.
Oh, $5 from Hemingway. Oh, Hemingway.
Do we want to trust these?
Hemingway, keeping the lights on at Dingo, Lou. Here's a donation for the stream and the place you visited today to split. Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Hemingway. No, Mum bought tickets for this. They cost some money. How much did they cost?
Don't even.
They were $20.
No.
I think they were like $20.
It wasn't. It was $15.
50.
It's $15 and they gave us treats.
And we got 2 free ones. So if anyone wants to come up and say hi to us, we got free passes. We'll take it here again.
Yeah, we'll do it again another
There you
time.
go.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Hemingway, keeping the lights on at Dingo Lou. Desi, thank you for the stream. Bob and Mom Sedona has a lot of history, and
It
it is
does?
beautiful too.
It is.
It's extra beautiful. Though.
Go this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And we got to meet Sedona today, which was fun. I was wondering if she was going to show up. You know, it's funny, all the history of the people, you know. It's not that long ago.
No.
I mean,
well, there's somebody.
we go to a castle in Europe and they're like, you know, or in Rome, you know, they're like this harbor
10,000 years
this harbor
old.
was built like 5,000 BC,
Right,
you know.
right.
Here it's like I died in 2015, you know.
Well, there's still there's one original person, and I don't know who it is. I have to look it up. That's still alive today, that lives here, but I think like she's 98 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, boom. I mean, yeah.
I'd have to look it up. One of the original clan.
There you go, Linda. Looking forward to the next live stream. Are we going to talk about anything else, or should we go?
No, I think this is the end.
Oh, we got 3 hours on it. There you go.
All right, everybody.
All right, everybody. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the lights on. Thanks for tuning in. This is very different than a Las Vegas stream.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so different.
It's very wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
In the meantime, you know my
Talk
number.
to some old-timey people.
Don't you?
There you go.
You know my number, right?
And it's funny,
Okay.
not only are all the reenactors
Yeah.
kind of old folks, the people who attend the museum
Oh,
are old folks.
here's my
too.
Hey, I'm an old folk.
I think, do young people not go to museums?
I'm an old folk.
You are an old folk,
Yeah.
but my thought was, perhaps young people don't go to museums, I think.
Well, I don't know that they might not know about this because this is something special. They only do this once a month on
Yeah,
the first Thursday of the month or
Thursday.
something.
And yeah, some cookies, so not bad. Have a great week. Until next time, Vlog Under. Yeah, we'll be back in Vegas anyway, don't worry.
A week on Sunday.
We'll be back. A week on Sunday, there you go.
Yeah.
There'll be feisty Sheilas, don't worry. It's not all Sedona. Okay.
Well, those are feisty Sheilas. They're just old feisty Sheilas.
Well, they were feisty 150 years ago, Mom. Yeah, so there you go.
Well, the ones today were
I go in the
feisty,
time
too.
machine. I mean, I reckon Sedona's pretty. She was pretty feisty back in 1890. You know.
Well, I thought she ran away and got married when she was 20.
Yeah. Or whatever. I don't remember the story. There you go.
But she was feisty. She defied her father.
She
Who
did.
said he would disinherit her.
It's so funny, you know. She was a Presbyterian and he was a Quaker or whatever. You know. It's all Christianity.
What do you mean?
Well, it's so bizarre that her dad is like, you're from a different kind of Christianity than I am, so this marriage is not going to work, you know. We both like Jesus, but in a different way, so you cannot marry him, you know.
Hey,
they're
it's the
closing
way
door.
in the world.
There you go. All right, there we go.
All right, talk to you later.
Talk to you later, mates. Thanks for tuning in.